up, guys? Hello.
Howdy.
Hi.
Howdy, partner.
Hi, honey. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty damn good.
Doing pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm doing pretty good too. It's been a good weekend. It's raining again. I live in Seattle. Did you know? Yeah, it's rained for like 3 weeks. It's starting to give me the drearies. It's just a little bleh. And it's also kind of like cold. So
it snapped cold again this afternoon, evening.
I'm so glad too. We haven't planted a thing yet because we've already had 3 hailstorms. And usually that's more on course for July weather-wise here. So I'm like, maybe we're gonna have like a really nice warm July without rain.
That'd be interesting.
Although I shouldn't be griping about the rain because it does take care of the wildflowers.
Well, and that's the thing is when we get when we get this kind of rain right now, it really does get that growth going. So now we need it to stay wet, so that way it doesn't dry out and burn. So
yes. Our guy, the guy that does our lawn for weeds, because we're in Colorado, his name is the Weed Man, and so I was talking to somebody, I think it was Lisa or somebody the other day. I'm like, yeah, I called the Weed Man to come out and spray and la la la, and they're like, the Weed Man, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's what his name is.
Yeah. Here you go. It says right here. Hold on. Let me. There we go.
There we go.
Weed Man.
Yes. Weed Man will be coming to. He's coming to spray Monday. So yes. How are you guys? How is everybody? How's your weekend been? Have you been to any like vintage festivals, vintage funsies? What have you guys been up to? We got most of our picking done, Thursday morning?
Thursday, yeah.
Thursday.
Fact, no, we got all of it done Thursday. And then, well, we had to go back Saturday to pick something up that was missing from one of our pieces.
Yes.
But that was it. Yeah, we hit 2 amazing estate sales, one after the other, and we were like, wow, done.
Done. I know, it's pretty sweet. We found some great stuff. Have some really unique, pretty things coming tonight. A few things that are one of a kind. And a little bit of everything from like late 1800s through the 1960s, 70s. So hello, friends. Hello. It is great to see all of you here. Hi, Lisa. What's kicking tonight, friend? Good to see you in the sale. That is Miss Lisa Viscomi with the wrench, and she is our bid ender, as most of you know. So Lisa's bid ends are the official ones. Thank you, Lisa, for your time, girly. And welcome in, guys. Make sure that you are in live chat, or what's called all messages. If you're in top chat, your bid or your comment could be filtered and then I might not see it. So Lisa, hello. And there's no just in case, throw out your best bids as well. And again, if you're new to this, say hi, pop out. We want to welcome you to your first sale, and all sales are final and sold in as is condition because it's vintage and there's only one of each. So thank you guys for being here, supporting small business. And per usual, we are trying to get to 100 thumbs up tonight. Let's realize our dream and go ahead and hit that thumbs up when you come in, if you would. Much appreciated. If you're new to this, welcome, friends. It is great to see you. And everybody in the chat is friendly and nice, and we have a good time. So don't be shy. Pop out and say hi. That's our new thing. Don't be shy. Pop out and say hi. Yeah. Okay. What I need from you, if you do think you want to buy something tonight, perhaps is your real name, your shipping address, and the best email for us to send you an invoice. I need that sent to ttbsarahc@gmail.com. And that's the same email address for David and I both. Pardon me, I've got like the hiccups happening. We are in the same house, so we are a married couple, and that means one invoice for you and a shipping savings. So that's dandy, right? We do have a merch store on Redbubble, as well as a dandy little eBay shop that really filled in this week. Super grateful for the eBay shop this week. It's hopping. So we are so happy to have that. If you like shopping eBay, check it out. The link's in the description of the video. And Lisa also has dropped it at the top of the chat. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for checking that out. And yes, great reminder, hit that thumbs up. Karen says, gonna take cover at Daughters. Yes, I know, Karen. We're getting it and it's headed your way. So yes, you guys be safe and be careful. Hi, Brian. Welcome in, hon. Good to see ya. Ginger's here. Hello. Trippy K Dub. It's been so long. I know. It's good to see you back. How's the move going? Are you all moved into your new place now? And if so, how is it? Do you love it?
Yeah.
Hi, Phil. Good to see you. Phil is another one of our awesome wrench squad, and she's here if you have any questions or you need a link. Phil and Holly and Amy are your girls. So I think Victoria is on a bit of a hiatus right now, but she will be back soon. Hello, Shannon Farrar. Good to see you. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you that make it to our sales, get the notifications, and come on in. We are so grateful for you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Amy, welcome, lovely. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for being here, hon. And let's see here, scrolling down, we have B Castro. We are doing well. How are you, B? Hope you are good. There is another one on the Wrench Squad, Holly Parker, guys. Remember, Holly can help you if you need it. She also is here in the chat as our right-hand gal. So thank you. Thank you. Yes. Love to all of our mods that help out. Couldn't do this without you guys. So thank you.
In fact, just to let you guys know, we're actually about to stop doing this and we're leaving this with you. All of our mods are going to take the
mods will now be doing the show.
And we're going to be please.
Just kidding.
I want to do something.
I know. Sharon Spencer, what's kicking? Great to see you. Hello, hello. Hi, Alex. How are you doing, sweetie? Good to see you in the house. Hope you're treating my Amy girl right tonight. I know both of you guys have kids this weekend, so hello to the children's as well. Hello. Hi, Bree. How are you doing, sweetie? How's the weather up in Denver? It is poop here. Did it rain all weekend again? Let us know. Sarah Lee says, hi, thank you for being here. A bright, happy light with so much darkness going on. You got it, girl. You know what? This is our bright, happy light too, honestly. We are so happy to be here with all of you and so grateful. And everybody that's going through some BS, just hang in there. Just hang in there. People are awful. Have you met people? Some of them are just terrible.
Some people just want put out negative vibes and just want to stir up mischief, and we're not here for that. But
no. So thank you, Sarah Lee. Back at you, sweetie. Back at you. KB, how are you, honey? Good to see you as well. I love our chat. Everybody is kind and friendly and fun. Yes, and Holly Parker's getting ready for end of year, inputting scores, finishing report cards. Super fun.
How's JJ doing?
Holly, how's the end of the year going? Let us know. I'm sure it's going really well. Lisa, I swear to God, Weedman does. He comes and sprays stuff that's non-toxic to the dogs. He comes like once a week, and then the weeds don't grow up through my xeriscaped backyard. Seriously. It's a whole thing. She said, working this weekend before that moving. You've had your plate full, girly. You for sure have. Yes. Hi, Gail. How's it going? Love to you and Steve. Welcome. Good to see you here. There is my little comedian, Helen, 93 now. 90s all week. That's poop, Helen. Too dang hot, girl. Too darn hot. Yes. Hi, Arvuvu. How you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you. Welcome. Hi, Shabby. How's it going? Good to see you as well. Hi, Laza. Good to see you. Don't you know? I do know. I do. I absolutely I freaking know. Yes. Hi, Brad. How's it going, sweetie? Good to see you. Hello.
Arkansas been getting hit.
Big love to you and Lola Bunny and Charles. We love their family. They are just the cutest and sweetest. Hello, friends. Mary H., what's kicking, doll? Did you get my email? I hope you are well. If you haven't checked your email, Mary, I emailed you back, girly. So hello. Boop, boop, boop. Let's see. I'm scrolling down. Who else is here? I don't need to go pick and walk through the house in the shed. Sounds like my house. Yeah. I keep tying into the most excellent Christmas stuff. And it's just the best feeling to find good Christmas. So You will not believe the hoarded things I have been hanging on to for our next Christmas sale. Stay tuned. It's coming soon. I cannot wait. Hello, friends. Welcome. Hi, Jeff. How are you? You little biscuit. It's so good to see you guys. Thank you for picking up our dorky lingo.
Yes.
I'm just a Midwest girl at heart. Yes. Laza, what's up? Hello. Okay, I'm scrolling down. Good reminder again, HP. Thank you. Thank you. Need those thumbs up, fam. It's free. Throw them down if you would. Hi, Tiff. How you doing, honey? Good to see you. Yes, you've met people.
Have you met them?
Yeah. That's good, Alex. I love to hear it. Love to hear it, doll. All right. Bree says, got some rain. Rained the day we got our rental, and they were like, hail damage, you will be responsible. Damn it. That stinks. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you remember like 2 years ago, Bree, I think you guys had moved. This was before you guys came back. Had $29,000 worth of hail damage to the car and the house.
Mothball size.
We did have mothball sized hail earlier today, but it was slightly soft like ice, so it wasn't quite so like pellet hard. But
we've had 3 days now and 5, so we have to call the insurance company tomorrow just to have them come out and check it out.
Yeah. Isn't that fun? I know. I love having the insurance out. Do we need a new roof again? La, la, la. Yes, that is good, Holly Parker. I'm glad he got pickles. You are the best freaking teacher ever. Yes, Holly really is. She bends over so backwards for her kiddos and just loves them like a mama. It's precious. I love hearing her stories. They're always so good. Heat index 93, Brad. Yeah, sounds par for the course in Arkansas. Boo. Hey, is the live chat working, friends? Lisa, let me know, sugar. Let me know. I don't know. Yeah, Alex did have a huge tree fall yesterday. Amy, I meant to tell you, I watched that video you sent me, and that tree was enormous. Enormous. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That nobody tells you when you move to Colorado how bad the hail's going to be. Yeah. It's a whole thing. Yeah. I think it is the mountains. Yeah. Because it comes over as like snow, and then it wants to turn into rain, and then we get the hail, and yeah.
And we're right where the cold front and warm front always meet during the storms, and so that's where the hail really builds up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, straight lines are no joke, man. I know it. It really did take out your tree, Alex. I hope it's okay. I guess they're going to have to come and cut that thing up, and then the insurance hopefully will take care of the neighbor's fence. Ugh, what a pain. Sounds like we're all going through weird weather woes with Sarah and David. So yeah, that is pretty much everything, guys, we have had going on. It's been another busy week of estate sales, cleaning, researching, making sure we find the cool stuff. We got to be first in line at one of the estate sales this last weekend, and let me tell you how good that feels. Rush in, get what you want, leave. Yeah, it was great. It was super good. So yes, it is. I'm so glad your house didn't get hit, Alex, or the neighbors' houses. Good gravy. Hi, Randy. How's it going? We're just talking about the weather here and how crazy rainy it is. Smoky because of Canadian wildfires. We are not going to get wildflowers with as much rain. I keep saying wildfires with as much rain as we're getting. So that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Winter here in South Australia, rain the whole weekend. Well, sounds about like ours, Phil. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So guys, again, if you are new to this, pop out, say howdy. We want to welcome. Otherwise, I know it is our regular crowd. Y'all know how this works. We'll show an item, give you a price, put it up on the screen, and then we'll go from there. So pardon me, guys. All right. So let's see, David, what else?
I think you covered everything. We'll be invoicing tomorrow, combining everything from Wednesday and tonight. So super easy. Everything that has paid is shipping out for sure tomorrow morning. So if there's any delays on anyone that paid later in the week, that will be going out tomorrow. So
update. Yeah. David's still a little slow on the shipping because of the foot and the arm situation, but he's doing better. Yeah.
Better. Yeah. Doing better.
Yep, getting better every day. Evelyn's improving. That's good to hear, Wordsmith. Good. Tell her, rest, and we send our love.
Yes.
For sure. Hi, Bridget. How you doing, honey? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, friends. We're going to get this show on the road. We have lots of cool stuff to get to. Another great night of variety, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a lot of different eras too.
Yeah.
So we are going to get to the vintage. Babe, are you ready to go first?
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay.
All right. Well, welcome, guys, and thank you so much. My first round contains my favorite color. We have a beautiful yellow enamelware two-piece set. I'm doing these together. If I had found them like out thrifting, I'd probably choice them out. But the cool thing about these, they're made in Japan in the late 40s, early 50s. And if you find that marking, the OTO, on the enamelware, that's some of the better, higher quality stuff. You've got the white on the inside, yellow on the out, and then that nice black rim all the way around. But at the estate sale, I found this in the kitchen. And then when I was in the pantry looking at Halloween, which that's where we put all of our Halloween, right? Pantry. This was underneath a bunch of stuff. So I was like super excited to find the two pieces that actually go together in different parts of the house. So I'm putting them together as just a nice little set for 22 rather than parting them out. So we've got the marking OTO Japan. That's the label of the maker. And then on this one, it does have that, but also the original owner put a little tape, masking tape on there and wrote her name. So that way, I guess it wouldn't get taken from the barbecue or whatever. She could get it back. So I left that on there.
Church potluck and wanted to get it back. I've done the same thing before.
Yeah, absolutely. These are nice to, put them in a plate stand and have the bowl in front, something like that. But I just love the color. And from the 50s, nice with your primitive stuff to just kind of bring some of the color in. And this guy, the bowl is 6-inch diameter, and then the plate or platter, it's a plate size, 11-inch diameter. So definitely usable if you wanted to do like paper plates on it. It would be a nice charger, and then of course the matching bowl. So that way, people come over, you can just, this is my food. I have the yellow. And
that's a David Coleman move. This is my food. I have yellow.
This is my yellow stuff, and then you go like that, and that's how you eat, right?
Hi, Janet.
Hey, Janet. But yeah, I love the color. Great for summertime, and it's in such good condition. These haven't been used outside or left outside, used for planting or anything, so there's no rust or dings. There's just the natural patina, and just that nice yellow.
And that's for both, right?
They both come together, so it's a bundle deal. The bowl and the plate or platter.
Amazeballs.
Yeah, so $22 for both coming together. And once again, that is OTO Japan from the 50s. And they also have, of course, cups, and they have the pitcher and all that stuff. So you can definitely collect the set and get a nice little enamelware set starting with these guys.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, I love the color. Hey, Ttbsarahc. It's good to see you.
How you doing?
Piece to the side, great for your Lucky Charms and biscuits. So
biscuits.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So for myself, I'm going to start with some pretty in pink tonight. And these were at the estate sale, the big fabulous estate sale of all estate sales. She was a collector, as you know. I am going to start these for $28 for choice. And the first set of choice are these two little cups that will come together for $28. And these are antique Northwood. And they are a lovely pattern. And I know they're kind of reading like almost a clamshell or like a tan, but they're actually really, truly kind of like a rosy, dusky pink. So look at this pattern. It is called an inverted fan. And these are beautiful. They date to the 20s. Could be possibly teens, but usually these go to the 20s. They are a pink slag, which is why you see a slight marbling in them both. And they are so pretty.
Yeah, they are.
No chips or cracks at all in them. You can see they almost read a little like a kind of a light violet or a lilac. And they are stunning. Look at that pattern. Isn't it gorgeous? And then you've got that really pretty like Art Deco fan result with the dots. I just love it. It's gorgeous. So you're going to get both of these, about 100 years old. Again, Northwood inverted fan cups. I would say if I had to measure like ounces, that they would hold probably 8 to 10 ounces. I probably would never use these, but boy, are they great for display.
They are.
Just absolutely gorgeous. And I love that pattern. I will say I've never picked up this pattern before. So that's going to be choice number 1 at 28, the 2. And then choice number 2 at 28 is going to be this really pretty piece. This was made between 1957 and 1959. It is made by Jeanette Glass, and it is in a shell pink. It's a pink milk glass trinket dish or pedestal dish. Very, very pretty, kind of another Art Deco design, if you will. A little past the Art Deco era of the 20s and 30s, made in the 50s. But I think it's a revival that a lot of glass companies kept celebrating on through the 40s and 50s. It is in great shape. No chips or cracks whatsoever. It is such a pretty pink, and I just love it. Look at that wonderful scallop around the edge of the top too. Again, no chips, cracks issues whatsoever.
Right.
So yeah, it is, Laza. I think so too. It reminds me of like the top of a building almost.
Yeah. Totally.
Right? Really pretty. So these are your choices, friends, for $28. You get the 2 antique Northwoods. Now, these usually go for about $25 each. So that's quite a good deal. And then this little trinket box, again, by Jeanette Glass from the 50s in shell pink. So if anybody wants to get in, now is the time. $28, guys, for the trinket dish or the Northwood cups. Janet is in at 28. I'm going to start a countdown, friends, so we can keep this sale moving. Thank you, Janet, for your bid. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. It is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. It's really pretty. I know the slag in these is just really cool too. That is slag glass. It's not dirt or anything. That is how they're made.
And Janet, when you see this in person, you're going to be like, wow, that did not translate on camera.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't, especially light pink, I've noticed, is really hard to show. Yeah. Can compote sit on the lid? Oh, I don't know, Lisa. Let's see. Nah. Oh, Lisa, look at you. It sure can. Look at that.
Oh, that's cool.
It's an extra little pedestal. It absolutely does sit on the lid and looks as if it's made to. I had no idea.
I didn't either.
Oh, okay, so Janet, let me know. Let me see. Okay, you've got it, level. It sits on its lid. Thank you, Lisa. I had no idea. No, I didn't
know that either, Lisa.
I totally didn't. I probably did it one time and then forgot it. That's usually the way. So thank you. And congrats. That's so awesome, Janet. Enjoy.
That's so cool. All right. So I have a fun piece of primitive, or not necessarily primitive, but looks beautiful in your primitive display. It's a see, I was going to read it, but I think it's Stehead. But I'll show you right here. That's the brand name, Stehead Co. And yeah, so it's in there still. You've got your brand name. You still have the coil that is in here. A lot of times those are torn up and out of it, and some felt still at the bottom. This is a weaving loom shuttle, and it is made in England. So we've got the stamp right here for made in England, and some of that's rubbed off, so I can't for certain say what all it says. But it's a really nice large one, 17 inches long. And these were used with, you load the bobbin or whatever yarn you're using, and you pass this through your weave horizontally. So that way you can just shoot it right through. And so that's what it does. But it's a really cool display piece for sure. And these are very collectible, which is pretty amazing. I'm going to show you all the components, a lot of detailed components. You've got a spring load in here, which probably, there you go. You can see the spring in there. Hey, Laura, it's good to see you.
Laura.
Got some compressed little pieces right in here, and then the loom Yeah, shuttlecock. Kinda, kinda. But yeah, and then, so yeah, it's all complete. All the components are there. It is usable. I just don't do much weaving anymore. But yeah, it's a really cool piece. You have the steel tip on both ends.
Very
Steel
cool.
tip.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah,
I think
and
it's
they
such an interesting piece. It almost looks like a big pencil or a bullet or something.
let me write something down. Yeah, it does. And another piece that would be great for a bathroom key. Just no, but seriously, it's a really cool piece. You can set it on a display shelf and put little guys on top, or lean it up with some of your sewing stuff. But yeah, these are very collectible. Some are more valuable than others. I didn't go straight down the rabbit hole, but from what I did find was when you have all the components, you have the advertisement still in there. It does keep that value up there rather than
That's
just the
very
regular
cool.
store. Yeah,
Yeah,
and it is made in England, so
interesting.
really cool piece.
Mm.
Just asking $24, and that's all I have to say about that. Yeah, it kind of looks like a canoe for sure, totally. But yeah, I like any of these primitive types of pieces. Just kind of keeping them around. They were a part of times past. Pretty much
Mhm.
everybody had one of these probably in their house in the 20s. Who knows?
Yes.
But so I will put it to the side. Thank you guys.
All right. Okay, so next up for me is I think my highest dollar item of the night. Um, and holy cow, it's so cool. Um, this is a beautiful piece. This is an estate find, of course. And first, let me just show it to you. It's so ornate, and I'm starting this honey at 85. It is a music box, and it is so stunning. Now, I will tell you, I have consulted with like 3 or 4 other friends on what this plays, and I cannot figure it out, but I know one of you guys in the chat will know. So this is a Westland music box. It's made in Japan. These are very expensive and very collectible little music pieces. You can see we have our original tags on the bottom. And what I love is that the piece that winds it right here actually connects all the way through to this top flower. So you wind it up here, or you can wind it from underneath, but why not use the flower? That's what it's for, right? And this little delicate butterfly does its thing. Now, our other flower is not useless either. It actually turns the sound and the music box on and off. So if you want to turn it off, you just hit your little flower here. If you want to turn it back on, you turn the little flower.
So pretty.
Okay, now let's listen. What is that song? Anybody? Waltz of the Butterfly, Evergreen. Somebody else said Evergreen too. When I was researching it, Laza,
Really.
um, somebody said, what was it? The Sound of Music, Evergreen, or something else.
Phil
And
says
apparently,
Evergreen by Barbara Streisand.
thank you, Phil.
So I
Well,
think
it sounded super familiar to me ear-wise, but like
yeah,
I couldn't quite nail it down. So thank you guys. It's Evergreen by Barbara Streisand. That is it.
nice.
Kim says the same thing. Okay, awesome. Thank you guys. I appreciate it because I just was not sure. So look at the mechanics on this. It's really nicely made. The last one like this sold for 135 on eBay. So I felt like 85 was a fair price. And it is just
It's
a
sweet.
beautiful piece. They come in orange and blue, by the way. And apparently all of them do play different songs because when I was researching this, trying to find what song it played, several of them played other things. So yeah, theme song to A Star is Born by Barbara Streisand. Oh, I saw that movie recently too. Okay, that makes sense because it sounded so familiar. So thank you guys for that. It is a lovely piece. It dates to the 1950s and possibly early 60s from everything that I found about Westland. And this is all really like a heavy, I would say it's probably like a gold covered metal. It's not brass. I'm honestly not sure though what kind of metal it is.
It's a heavy metal though.
Yes, it's very heavy. These are very collectible and really pretty to put with your vanity set, what have you. This one has a patina right here and right here that just looks like, I don't know, like a darker stripe, perhaps. I don't really know what that is. It's kind of over here too. So it may just be the finish on the metal, but it is lovely. 85 if anybody is interested, and I will go ahead and turn it off now.
And it's nice and clean on the inside. They kept it really nice. So there's no salt trapped in there.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, it is gorgeous. So if anybody wants in on that 85, it is a beautiful piece. And Evergreen came out in 1976. Okay, so then it must be later than that. Because everything else marked on these online says 50s and 60s. So good to know, Ginger. See, yeah. We're solving problems in real time. I love it. All right. I don't see any interest. If anybody wants to get in on this, it is a gorgeous little music box and works just great. So we will send her over to eBay if she does not find a home here. Thank you.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah, that thing. And we thought it wasn't working at first when we got it, but it just, we had to figure out that you turn on the on and bam. So I have a really beautiful, hey, Kathy, it's good to see you.
All been there.
Yeah, we just got started. So I have a beautiful Westmoreland piece. This is from the estate sale from last week that we went back to 3 different times. This I actually wanted, but it was on the sold table or hold table. It's Westmoreland, nice milk glass from the 50s with that really beautiful little lattice work all the way around. And this does measure right at 8 inches long. Whoa. 8 inches long. Of course, you've got your marking on the bottom. And then the lid is really beautiful. We've got the nesting eagle. So the nesting eagle on this side, you see that beaded eye. And the eagle is on the nest. When you turn it around, you see the eagle is taking care of its babies. Right there. Little babies. And I'm just noticing there's no eye bead on this side. I don't know if it originally had one or not.
No, from everything that I've seen, I don't believe they did.
Okay, I didn't think so. But yeah, you can see the eagle is nesting, and then you've got the little babies coming in, feeding from mama. Really cool piece for your Americana display. Great for anybody that is ex-military as well, or in the military. Really beautiful detail on this Westmoreland piece, and they've got some really cool pieces like this figural animals from the 50s in the dish type of covered candy dish style.
Yeah.
So yeah, very collectible. You can get all the different animals out there. I know, Amy, I hadn't either. This was on their mantle, and yeah, I was sad that I didn't get it, but then I was able to get it on that Monday. So yeah, cool. 8 inches long or wide, and it is just a nice dish that is 2-sided if you wanted to have the side with just the eagle with the eye, or you can have the side with the babies displaying. And yeah, you could definitely even use it as a gift, throw a bunch of fun Americana stuff in there. And
really pretty. You know, it just reminds me of the candy dish that would be at grandma's with the red and white peppermints in it.
Totally.
Always waiting for me, old reliable, my red and white peppermints.
Yep. Put the candies in there, and then that way the grandkids want to come back.
For sure.
Yeah. So just $30, and this is, you know, a nice $40 to $50 piece. So for $30, a great get, especially with 4th of July coming around the corner.
Yes.
Susan Lee, it is milk glass, so it's white. My table lamp has a red shade on it, so sometimes pops in some color. I just turned it off. So that's the white tone that it does have. There we go. But it's coming in blue now. So the beauty of light. So yeah, $30. Thank you, Susan Lee. I see your bid. I'm going to turn my light back on. But yeah, it's just milk glass, 100%, and then just that nice beaded eye on there. So let's count it down, looking for 31 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I agree, Bree. Great
Really
July.
worth. Yeah, put some little flags and like vases around it. That's so great. Susan's ex-military too. Well, thank you for your service, Susan. Yes, all the love to all of our veterans.
Yes.
Thinking of all of
Great
you.
to put some of your old military coins in too, if you want to have them displayed but kind of hidden so no one steals them. Thank you, Susan Lee. Congrats.
Thank you, Susan. Okay, so along the same line, same estate sale, I found this little guy. And when I first saw him, I was like, well, that's got to be Freeman McFarland, right? That's what you instantly would think about this little guy. And I was right to a degree. So apparently, this mold was used by several different companies, come to find out. One of which was a really expensive company Lisa and I just talked about. But this one actually is marked fine bone china, designed by Freeman. That's Anthony Freeman of Freeman McFarland for George Good. Now, if you guys remember the George Good history I've always given you, George Good basically took over Joseph Originals from 83 to 85 for 2 years. So we know that that's when that collab happened. So we know this guy dates between 1983 and 1985 based on his markings on the bottom. But I had no idea that a couple of my favorite mid-century ceramic makers did a collab. So this is Anthony Freeman for Joseph Originals, which is actually George Good. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
Amazing.
that's what he is. And I'm starting him at 45. This little guy does go up there. He has, and the neat thing about him, he's all bone china, white, right? But then he has like these little glazed brown eyes, kind of matches my own eyes, glazed little brown eyes. And he is just so cute. No chips, no cracks, no issues whatsoever. And he is in this wonderful matte bisque bone china. So for those of you guys that do collect Freeman McFarland, he is perfect to go with your goodies. Let me measure him, Susan, and we'll find out. Let's see here. So height wise, he's about 4 inches. It has longest spot and length. He is about 4.5. And width wise, he's also about 4. So about 4 by 4 by 4.5. Really a great little figurine, excellent shape, no issues with him whatsoever, and a collectible little piece I found out. Lisa, what was the brand of the other ones that did this mold? I cannot remember. We talked about it though. Yeah, super cute. Sold the squirrel and other animals at the Hallmark shop in 1985. Well, that's right on the timeline, Brian. So how funny is that? Yeah, I always forget Brian worked at the Hallmark shop in the 80s. He has such a good inside view on like what they had at the time. And of course, I was a kid in the 80s going to the Hallmark shop and loved it. Love, love, love. Mirard. That was it, Lisa. Thank you, love. So cute little guy, super collectible. He sits flat just like this, but you can see sideways. He's just absolutely adorable from his backside or even from the back with his ears. So he displays just great. 45 if anybody wants in on this little guy. Otherwise, we will send him over to eBay. But I just thought he was such a special find. And what a cool collab, right? I had no idea.
Well, the eyes are so realistic too.
Yeah. He's beautiful. Beautiful little squirrel friend. All right. So we will bring him back for the recap, guys. Thank you. And we'll keep it moving.
Okay. All right. I've got a beautiful piece of Swedish glass here. And so it came like this. So we had, well, this was kind of farther down, but I've got it a little bit easier to get to. And the paper that was in it was definitely exciting because anytime we can get, let's pop over to Ginger and Sarah.
Sure. You were the only person in the bid doll. So it's yours. Okay. All right. Ginger, it's all you, sweetie. So thank you for that. Thanks, Joe.
Congratulations. Great gift.
Congratulations.
So inside you have the gift, little gift receipt. So the gift was selected at Famous Bar, some sort of little store.
Oh my word. That literally just unlocked Famous Bar.
It sounds very familiar. If you guys remember Famous Bar, it sounds familiar. So they gifted her a blue crystal vase. Purchaser's name is in there, and the address. I don't know what that zip code's for. Maybe, I don't know what state that is. But card enclosed. We have the sales check number, all of that stuff. The date is just 3/18, so we don't know what year. But we even have the sales department number and everything. And then best wishes from Mr. and Mrs. Roman Buer, or Boer, in there. So those were inside here. And the fact that she kept it all together, I think she probably displayed it and just kept it there so she remembered who she got it from. Famous Bar was a division of Macy's. Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
That makes
Missouri.
sense.
I thought it might have been Missouri because it started with a 6.
That's okay. So then that was from Missouri.
How funny.
That is so wild. We have the Seda sticker right up front here. And so this was done in, from what I can tell, the late 60s. Thank you. So late 60s, we have the original sticker, Sweden by Seda. And this design was done by Bo Borgenstrom. Now, this piece wasn't made by him, but the design was done by him. So this bullet shape, very mod style, was done by Bo Bergenston for Seda in the 60s. They did multiple colors. Thank you, Laura. It's a beautiful blue piece. And it does have some water droplets in there because I did rinse it out. So there's nothing wrong with the glass. It was just really beautiful. The clarity is just amazing. You can see down here in the clear. Some of these would have a little bubble. Most of the ones that Bo did himself would have the signature bubble as well as a signature on the bottom. So if we were to have those things, this would be a $300 to $400 vase. However, still is that beautiful vase done in that same sculpt. And this is the sea blue. So sea blue, which to me kind of reminds me of peacock blue and some of the other colors.
Yeah, it's almost like the Ellie Smith peacock color.
Yeah. And nice clarity and that perfect little flat rim with no damage at all. Nice thickness to the glass. So just a really beautiful vase, 9 1/4 inch tall. Awesome. Yeah, very atomic, very atomic. And you're right, Brian, just like Auraforce, and Auraforce actually did some of these styles as well, just a little bit different. So let's count it down. Thank you so much, Laura, for your bid. Looking for 33 or more. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Oh yes, Susan, we always do wash our stuff before it goes out, unless there's a specific patina. And I will say I've got a bucket, or not a bucket, a croc coming a little bit later that had so much dust and hair in it. I thought I was going to just die, but I did not. I lived through it. So
I really think that is part of it, fun, though, is like getting to see these pieces that you haul out of an estate sale that are just filthy. And then you get them home, breathe the dust a little bit, and then it comes alive. So
it's fun to see that come out. Yeah,
it is. It is. That's one of our favorite parts. One of our favorite parts of what we do. So, okay, let's go over here. These are super cool. And these are great for a vintage vanity. And I am going to start these at choice. Bear with me. I'm trying to find them. Here they are. Okay. These are going to start at choice for $28. And they are both Hollywood Regency style pieces. Really pretty. And both made by the company Stylebuilt. And you can see we've got a really pretty kind of tulip design all the way around. And then little hearts over here, which I think are just a darling touch. And then we've got the roses and the little flower for the middle. And when you turn it off, it has the most wonderful really nice, like metal perfume stopper. So this would be awesome for dabbing a little bit of oil, like if you like to wear essential oils or a really expensive perfume where you only buy an ounce or two of it. This would be so perfect for that.
Yeah.
Now, it has just a faint smell. I think it has had something in it before, but it's not real strong. So I would just, yeah, rinse it out and then put whatever you like into it. I thought the cobalt blue was just really pretty. Hi, Karen. Um, and it is nice because you can actually see through it, and it's a pretty thick little piece of glass. It looks like there was probably a sticker or a foil tag or something on the bottom at some point. But I just think it's a great little piece. So Stylebuilt perfume bottle. I am not sure of era. I'm guessing probably 60s, 70s. It's so pretty though. So that, and I couldn't find that particular one, nor could I find the next one I'm about to show you. So there's two of them for choice, and this is the next one. And it has a little, what I would consider to be Marilyn Monroe pose. The famous movie Some Like It Hot, where she stands over the air grate and it blows up her little skirt. And then it comes all the way down into some really pretty roses. It's a frosted clear. And then you have more of the applied flowers down here. And then this really ornate, nice base that is around all of it. So this is also in great shape. I also can tell it has contained at some point some kind of perfume. This is the little topper, and this is also the ornate little roses right around it. So great little perfume bottle itself. And I love the design. I just thought it was super cute. I had actually never seen one quite like this.
Very fancy.
So Ginger says, if you want to see some Hollywood Regency, check out William Haynes. He was the interior decorator for Joan Crawford. Oh, I bet. Well, this particular estate sale, that big oval mirror that is done, it almost it's like three ovals put together in kind of an infinity oval, if you know what I'm talking about. That particular mirror was at this estate sale, so she had a lot of that kind of stuff, and it always just displays beautifully. So these are some vintage style built perfume bottles. You've got the cobalt glass with the pretty roses and then the tulips and then the little hearts, or you have our Marilyn Monroe style. Hi, Risa. How you doing, hon? I know, Karen, right? Totally. They both have a faint smell, but nothing offensive. So 28 for choice on the perfume bottles. That is a pretty darn good price. They do go for more elsewhere. And those are your choices. You've got the cobalt or the clear with Marilyn. All right, thanks, guys. We'll keep it moving. Go back to David.
All right. Those are so pretty for a vanity tray. And you've sold some of those mirrored ones. I think that would be epic on a mirrored vanity tray.
Awesome on a mirrored tray. Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Karen, it's good that you made it back. I hope everybody's
safe.
Hope the dogs are good where they are. So my next piece is one that I'm going to have help from you guys, I hope. I do know it is Fenton up top, and I know who made the base, but I don't know for sure on era. From everything I could find was 30s, but I don't want to say 30s and it was 40s. But we're just going to kind of show you the whole thing. At this estate sale, they had a lot of Victorian glass up in the upstairs bedroom. Some different things like milk glass, moon and stars, kind of had that Victorian look. This was up there as well. And you've got a really beautiful hand-painted piece. So you've got the green, like a bluish green for the leaves all the way around, and then the the gold over it with just kind of like a sporadic little ruffle all the way around. And it is also on the inside. From everything I can tell online, that this is just considered a candy or a nut dish. So it doesn't have it wouldn't have had like a candle or anything, but you can see the brass fitting on top that fits the Fenton glass onto the base. And I love that little floral handle with the pedestal. Yes, let's get that thumbs up. Thank you, guys. But you can see really nice and ornate down here. You can see wear marks from the thumb right in here. So it's definitely been used, and it all comes apart. So if you were to unscrew it, you would see all the little brass fittings and everything that were there. So on the bottom, it is marked Lomar Works. And I Googled them, and I found a couple of pieces that they did. They did standard brass and this type of fitting for other glass makers. So I believe from the 30s, that's when they were working together, but I could not verify it for sure. But yes, it is a very fancy piece. I could not find one like this one online, as far as the painting and the style of the bowl itself. I found some for like 50, 60 that had less ornate down here and no painting on the milk glass. So yeah, for 52, that's a really good get on this, almost antique, if not antique. I just can't date it for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna get in close on the gold work here. And yeah, I did image search after image search just on the pattern, trying to find something. I could not find anything.
I know we both searched, and it is, I don't know if it's a one of a kind, but it's close. There's just
Right.
not a lot of these Lomar pieces out there. Totally different. And again, we always like to pick up something different than what we've seen before.
For
So
sure, for
yeah,
sure. And yeah, it has a nice summery vibe with the nice green leaves going around. And yeah, put little florals or something in the top, or put your nuts and candies in there. So
yeah, I agree, Alex. Winnie the Pooh vibes on those leaves for sure. In
yeah,
the like a forest.
totally. Yeah. And all that paint's still there. Nothing's come off. Hey, Doreen. It's nice to see you. Thank you guys for being here. We're at 100. Thank you guys for being here. Give that thumbs up. Most Victorian vintage silver and brass. So
With glass being
okay.
an add-on and not individual patterns being listed. Okay.
Interesting. Okay, Karen.
So, Karen, do you feel like the glass maker and the brass maker were not doing a collab and the glass person just made this to fit the brass? What do you think?
That's, from what Karen's saying, I think that's right, probably.
Prob-
Yeah, because it does look like a custom type of fitting, but they did that to put it together. So, um,
Interesting.
yeah, and what's cool is you could totally take it apart and see the glass with the little hole in it if you wanted to. I would keep it there because it's nice and sturdy.
Yeah, that's
So yeah, a really neat piece. Have never seen one like this before. So 52 is the price, and if it doesn't sell here, obviously we'll put it on eBay. But hoping someone here would like this. It's 5 inches tall and just interesting. Really
metal
interesting.
makers just bought the glass from different manufacturers. Okay.
Okay, that makes sense then. So
Okay.
yeah, then definitely I would say 30s then from the maker.
It
Yeah,
is.
I
It's
agree,
just
Sarah Lee. That handle is epic. Reminds me of like what you would use back in the Victorian age for a candle. So,
yes.
all right, thank you guys.
Okie dokie.
Put it back to Sarah.
I have the cutest elephant I have ever seen. Let's go into some fun toys.
Yeah,
We all love. Who doesn't love
I
vintage?
love toys.
I do too. Of course, that was what I was first in line for, and so excited. First up is my little elephant buddy,
Thanks, Sarah.
and him's precious. Oh wait, hold on. Susan Lee is claiming that for 52.
Okay,
It
so
is your Susan. I don't
and
see it.
thank you, Karen Williams. I wanted to say older than the 30s, but I couldn't verify for sure. I could just find that they made some pieces. So thank you, Susan Lee. This is an amazing get. It's a one of a kind from what I could find online. So
Thank you. Thank
thank
you, Susan, and thank you, Karen.
yes,
Thank
thank you, Karen.
Okay, so this little guy, him's a biscuit.
So,
I'm just gonna start him at 20, and he is little Mr. Stuffy Pants with overalls. Now, fur-wise, his fur reminds me of the same kind of fur that's on like Rushtons and Rubber Faces at the time. He has a little tongue, and his little tongue has some little holes in the felt, as well as his little buttons are literally just eroding away the felt with time. He has a little black and yellow eyes, and on the back, he is missing one of his little felt buttons. But this guy is squatty, and like this part of his body almost feels like he's stuffed with something different. It's very firm. And then the rest of him is semi firm. we're talking about elephant firmness. And
Firm.
I love his little ears. They are super cute. And of course, my guy is dingy. I believe from everything I found, again, he is 50s or 60s. It's hard to tell. This person, as a collector, had some really neat, one of a kind things that I've not seen. And I could not find, I did a deep dive to try to find this guy. I could not find him anywhere. I don't know.
I love his overalls.
I don't know what brand he is. I don't know who made him. I love that he does have on the little cotton overalls, which again gives me like 1950s, 1960s vibes.
Yeah.
But I can't be sure because I don't know. I just don't know. You're gonna call him Pookie? All right.
All
Well,
right.
Pookie is a biscuit, legit vintage biscuit goodness here. And he's just so freaking cute. I don't know.
I
I
know.
was there for him and the bunny, which I'm bringing after a while.
Right.
And Sarah lifted his trunk. Yeah, and you can see his little trunk here has had some love. It just kind of hangs.
That's okay.
But I mean, you could pin it. You could pin his trunk if you wanted to up like this. But it
No.
just hangs, and
He's just a little older. The older you get, the trunk hangs a little more. So.
Oh God, no!
What? I thought you were asking me to say that.
I was not asking you to say that at all.
I thought I was getting the wrong cues. My bad.
Oh, DJ. Yeah, him's a can of biscuits. Him's a little busted can of biscuits. He has a little dinginess to him. Again, he's old. And I was so happy to rescue him from the estate sale. We had to get you out of there, Betty. It had been years, just years since he'd had a friend. So, so I'm gonna start the countdown. Thank you, Kathy, for your bit of 20. I know he's just so cute. You know I couldn't leave a good plush behind. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Look at that booty. 8. Wait, 9, 8, 7, sorry, 6, 5,
on the booty.
4, 3, 2, 1. Bidden. I know. I'm like, babe, this is on the internet.
I was talking about the trunk because I've watched National Geographic and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Doesn't he kind of remind you of Babar? He reminds me of Babar the elephant, which were like books when I was a kid. I want to say like 70s, 80s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, Kathy, you have little, what's his name? Pookums. Little Pookums is coming your way. Yes. Thank you, Kathy. He's so cute.
He's so happy.
Love him.
So when Sarah was going to that garage getting that, I was going into the living room and grabbing this up off the high shelf that they had, and it was more epic than I thought. So I thought it was like 70s, but come to find out, this is from the 50s, late 40s into the 50s. So you still have Art Nouveau vibes coming in here. And when you look at them online, they're all saying swan. But I do think you can also say crane or, any kind of different birds, like aquatic type of birds. But it's a swan as far as I can tell. And it's two-sided. So both sides, you have that beautiful design. And this is the larger one. So when I was looking online, I was like, oh, wow, that goes for about $30. That's pretty cool. But that's for the 7-inch one. This one is 10 inches long. So it's the larger size basket. This would have been made as a planter, but is also called a catch pot. So it would be a larger piece that would sit like by the door, throw your keys, whatever you want in there, kind of like an organizer for a couple of days, and then you dump it out. This is the piece that one of the pieces that did have quite a bit of dust down in there, so I suffered a little bit, but it came nice and clean. I didn't polish it because it does have such great patina. If you wanted to polish it, it would definitely bring some of that shine out. But this size generally goes for about 70 to 80 because of the shape, the age, as well as the sturdiness and the size. And so, yeah, what's cool about it, I'll show you the bottom. So you can tell right here, it's not made in India, not made in Taiwan. You have a very rough base. In the late 40s, well, through the late 40s into the 50s, a lot of them did have that. Yes, it's brass. So I'm going to show you how it tilts. So I'm going to set it right here. So it's tilting just a little bit. So you can see the base is a little wonky, but that's just the way it was made. So if you wanted to have it in a spot where you don't want it to tip over, put little stoppers on the bottom. However, it does stand up on its own. But I just wanted to throw that out there. The crudeness definitely shows the age.
Yeah.
But yeah, love this design. Could you imagine like some florals popping out, white flowers, kind of like a swan popping out of there?
Because it has like a mod quality about it as well because of the shape. I
Yeah.
love that it's like a full circle. It's really pretty.
Yeah.
Wildflower says it's purse.
I
Hey,
tell you what, walk in with a purse like this, people get out of your way for sure.
yeah, heavy purse. You can bop
It's
somebody.
heavy. Yeah, this is about a 4 pound purse. So that's right, Karen. Anything will tilt after a couple of drinks for sure. But yeah, I love this guy. Like I said, a very valuable piece. You can see how crude it is, and I just love the fact that you do have that Art Nouveau style and with a mod style. Can definitely go with just about anything.
She had a lot of brass too. We went with our friend Tiffany to this estate sale. Tiffany ended up with a really cool brass armadillo, which is funny because you guys know, there's all the antique stores. That's like a franchise antique thing across the country, brass armadillo. So she had some really beautiful pieces.
Yeah.
This was one of them. Yeah.
Yep. Very pretty. And yeah, definitely something you can decorate. I'm trying to get in on the bottom of that. Nice brass, solid. And yeah, it doesn't look like it's ever been like really over polished, which is nice as well.
Yes.
So 34, I'll put it to the side if anyone is interested. It could be a crane, it could be a swan, but it's definitely a nice big brass piece.
It's gorgeous. Yes.
All right.
All right, guys. Thank you. Great price on that, babe.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. So I am going to go this way. Oh, Beth is in.
Gail, yes, I do have Snoopy coming in just a minute. Oh, Brad said that they have the purple armadillo in Northwest Arkansas.
That's funny. It's brass here.
We have a brass. So cool. Thank you, Beth. I'll count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. That's just for Lisa. She likes those bid ends.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much. I'll get you written down for that. Thank you.
Thanks, Beth. Enjoy. It's beautiful. Gorgeous piece. Okay, so I have some books from that same estate sale. All of these are from the 40s. And a lot of the things really at this estate sale were like 40s and older. So that's okay, Beth. Don't worry about it. No big deal. We got you, girly. Congrats. So these books are going to be $12 for choice. And I picked them up because the illustrations are so precious. Some of them are in rough shape, but they're all like frame worthy. So this is the ABC picture book. And I just love it. It has absolutely wonderful illustrations. It is starting to come apart at the cover, but the rest of it is all together. And you've got, would you like to be a cloud up on the sky all alone? You've got cat and cup and duck. This page I just think is absolutely precious. Got the little elephant, much like the little guy with his saggy trunk, David. Jeez. Yep. And we've got Jack in the boxes and all the cute things. This page, though, oh my gosh, darling. Look, we've got a little monkey sleeping up in the tree. And then we have little piggy down here. Just such great illustrations. And then all of the letters up here. So these would be fun to read. But again, I would deconstruct them and frame some of these pages. Honestly, this is my favorite. Look at the little caterpillars under the strawberries. And it says, would you like to be a worm and crawl in the dirt all day? Or would you like to xylophone and play a tune so gay? And then on the back, you have Y and Z. And then look at the zebra. He's Have you guys seen on the news that zebra that's been on the loose lately?
That's the first thing I thought of.
I know. I was like, it's the zebra from the news lately, but the little zebra is sitting down and looking like living in the zoo is not so bad. So this book is number 1 choice. Number 2 is farm animals, and it is super cute. This one is made by the Samuel Lowe Company, Kenosha, Wisconsin. And all I've got on it, guys, is that it dates to the 40s. I don't know anything other than that, but it's super sweet. It basically chronicles all of the farm animals, which are just darling. Again, would be great for framing, journaling, scrapbooking, what have you. Sweet pages. There's Karen's chickens.
There they go.
There they go. I see Helen in there. Karen, if you could name a chicken after me, the plump, sassy one, it needs to be called Sarah. All right. And then we've got little dude on a pony. We've got the little cows. I would be honored if Karen named one of the chickens after me. Look at the babies. And then ponies, and then another little guy on the back. So these are also those linen-like books. So the paper texture, as you can tell if I get up close, is kind of like linen. It has that texture to it.
Yeah.
Next one up, rough shape on this little guy, but again, for framing, oh my goodness, like so good. So this is Animal Mother Goose. This is the oldest. It's from 1942. And you have scenes on it like this. Look at this puppy and kitty dancing with the hey diddle diddle little cow. And you can see, look at the spoon and the plate running away. The dish and the plate ran away. So let me show you. Oh my God, look how cute this is. These are just frameable, just so frameable. And you can tell our little cover is just hanging on for dear life here. I'm going to take the inside pages out of it so I can show you better. All right, so there's the little froggy. And then look at these. Look at the mice and the cats. And these are illustrated. A lot of you will recognize Ruth E. Newton. Pussycat sits by the fire. How can she be so fair? In walks the little dog. Says Pussy, are you there? How do you do, Mistress Pussy? Mistress Pussy, how do you do? I thank you kindly, little dog. I fare as well as you. So just, oh, so darn cute. And then we've got piggies and mice. I love Ruthie.
Oh, I love the mice. The mice are cute.
Oh, thanks, Karen. I just love all of the precious illustrations. Look at this page. Frame them. Frame these. Somebody frame these. They're so cute. Yes. So, darling little book. That one is Mother Goose from 1942. Again, linen-like, but yes, would be awesome to scan and print for if you're a kitsch collector or a nursery. Oh my God, so cute. The last one, guys, is Baby Kittens. And this one is just absolutely precious. Now, of course, the ones with, the crazy exciting graphics are the ones that are always in the worst shape, right? Let me show you. So, good Lord. So, Papa McMew counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at his face. He's like, what have I done? We have all these baby kittens. Oh my gosh.
Like they're not mine.
No, yeah. These aren't all my kittens.
Oh.
So Papa McMew is in distress. And then, oh my God, look at this page. Just this page. I mean,
Wow.
Let's see. Puss Kit has the nicest supper and the sweetest dreams.
Nice.
Isn't that the cutest? Oh my God, I know. And then look at Mama Kitty. Mama Kitty is doing her best trying to take care of all the baby kitties. It's just unreal. And then we have Comfy Purr just loves his bath. Wouldn't that be cute framed? Sorry, hold on. Wouldn't that be cute? This one, framed in a bathroom. Oh my gosh. And then it says, Freddie Fluff says, don't cry, Kitsy. I'll fix it. Don't cry, Kitsy. I mean, so cute. It's painful, right? I know. I love these illustrations. This page, you've got the puppies and the kitties, all in strollers. OMG, somebody just framed that whole thing. It's precious.
Yes.
Precious, precious. And then our last page. Ooh, Penny is having a party. Patsy Pokepaws is worried, but everything's all right.
Phew.
Geez, Patsy Pokepaws, don't get all uptight.
Yeah.
And Jumping Jingle wished that it would never stop. So there's so many possibilities with how good these are.
Yeah.
You know, frame them, break them down, what have you. When they are in that kind of shape, I don't mind deconstructing and framing. Honestly, that's just part of what we do, right? So we have baby kittens, we have animal mother goose, we have farm animals, and we have the ABC picture book. Okay, so that is going to be choice. Thanks, friends, for your bids. Let's start a countdown. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for a bid end on all of the cuteness. Well, Janet, we're so glad you're back. Thanks for coming back. Welcome. I know, we all go through periods where we have time for live sales and sometimes we don't. Yeah. So I'm so grateful that you are back with us. Welcome home. Yeah. Nancy. Okay, Robin, your 17, honey, came in right after the bid in. So Nancy at 15, let me know farm animals, mother goose, ABCs, or baby kittens. And then same question goes to Robin for 13. All right.
And then KB.
I love that, Karen. I know. That was one of my favorite things I did with our kids too, is we would just make up words, turn the sound down sometimes to something silly and just make the dialogue up. Okay, Nancy is taking kittens. Awesome. Robin, do you want the ABCs, the farm animals, or mother goose? Just let me know.
And then KB after that.
Yes. And then KB is going to be right behind Robin. Thank you guys so much for your bids. Congratulations. And just let me know what you would like to do. All right. Thank you guys.
Perfect. Oh, okay. Well, I will go ahead and bring Snoopy to the house here. This is, I can't say if it's never been used, but it's like new in the box with all of the components. Snoopy from the 60s, late 60s. We have Snoopy the Sport. And these were done by Knickerbocker for preschool kids. And each one that they had, there's 3 different styles that they had. We've got the Sport player, and you've got Snoopy, and he's got Woodstock there with him and all of his gear. So everything that would come in there, it contains a 5-inch jointed vinyl Snoopy. So he's vinyl, and he does move around. 2-piece warm-up suit, a 2-piece tennis outfit, sneakers, socks, a sun visor, tennis tote, 2 tennis rackets, a soccer ball, a terry towel, and Woodstock. All of those coming in its original box. I'm going to show you the different ones that they had. So right now, if you were to go online, find the chef listed for about $70. You can find the astronaut listed for $200 or more. That one's very, very collectible. And then, of course, the sport one, which we have right here. And that's usually about $60 to $70. So I'm offering it for $40. It's considered a collector's piece because of the original box, for sure. I'm going to open them up and get everything out. So this is all of the accoutrements that come with Snoopy. They're all in the little bag.
Yes, it's all there.
Yes, it is all there. All of the shoes are there. 2 different sets of shoes, 2 different outfits, and all those things. And you've got Woodstock. I'm going to pull him out. So Woodstock's hanging it down here. And he even has his little tennis racket. So, yeah, never used. I'm going to get Snoopy out now. Let's get Snoopy out. So all the packing is still there. That keeps everything in place. So here's Snoopy. He's got the arms that go up and the legs that move around. And it says 5 jointed. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so his head does turn He was just kind of stuck. And then you take the little pieces. Let me go ahead and dump this out. Let's find the soccer ball. No, let's do the tennis racket. So tennis racket, you put it in his little hand. And now he's playing tennis.
Oh my God, he's so cute.
And then let's put, I'm just going to put some pants on him. We're going to say that he's going with no shirt.
We're dressing Snoopy.
He's on skins. He's not on shirts. But yeah, we're just going to put his britches on. This is little tennis shorts. And they are little. That's not going to cover his tail. There we go. Sorry, just putting dolls over here.
Even Woodstock in there too. And Woodstock, I love. He is so cool.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm dressing him. It's just his tail. Big old tail. There we go. All right. So I'm just putting his pants on. The rest you'll just have to imagine. But yeah, so there you go. You put his little breeches on. Oh, let's get that fixed up for you. There you go. So yeah, all the clothes are in like brand new condition. They're not all thready or anything. Camera's not focusing. There we go. So yeah, you've got the ball. You've got the visor. Let's put his visor on. Let's just give him one shoe because he's had a rough day. Well, he's not even going to put his shoe on. He's like falling down. Nah. And then Woodstock's going to beat him with his racket. So that's all coming together. Thank you, Gail. I think that's so cool that Steve's getting this for his birthday. So don't tell Steve, guys.
Okay,
Let's count it down. So I will put all this stuff back in place. He's got his little briefcase with all of his stuff. Oh my God, there's his little socks.
Oh my Lord, he's got socks.
He's got socks. So we're going to put Snoopy in there. We're going to put Woodstock in there. And all of his other stuff. There we go. So that's all coming together for 40. Let's count it down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
So cute, Snoopy. Can you see? So I was laughing because I know you're like all these little clothes, but yeah, you remember guys trying to get Barbie's pants on, and the Barbies in the 80s, they resurfaced their legs with this sticky plastic. Those of you that know, you know, and it was so hard to get their pants on.
Was it?
Yeah, it was at this estate sale out by that bunny and the little elephant guy that I sold. It was there on a table with them. So speaking of bunny, let's do it. I think, what did I have this guy at? Bear with you guys. One of a kind. 64. I'm starting him at 64. And I will tell you, I have scoured the internet. I have had friends help scour the internet to find this rabbit, and there just isn't another rabbit like this, which is always a good thing, but it's always like a hard thing because I don't know era, I don't know maker, I don't know a lot of things that I would like to know about this bunny to be able to tell you, but I don't. Here's what I do know. His face is cloth over molded plastic. Usually cloth over molded plastic was like 1915 to like 1930s. That's all I got. I don't know. He has his little outfit on, and I had Sharon helped me look, Lisa helped me look. Like, I really am not sure what to tell you about this rabbit other than his little bow tie, I believe, is German ribbon. It's like it has like a Scandinavian feel to it. His outfit, based on everything else online, I think so too, Lisa. His outfit looks European to me. The little rickrack on the arms, the little double-breasted vest, and his little breeches, FYI, are sewn onto his body. So it's not like they dressed him in an outfit. This would have been the outfit that he came in. And that to me alone is so cool. The fact that he's got like the original ribbon, the original vest, the original rickrack. Now, there is a little bit of wear in his shirt, which is part of the course for something that's almost 100 years old. Really, he's just so cute. So size-wise, let me tell you, feet to the top of the ears is 21.5 inches. sitting down. Yeah. The other ones like him online. And again, there are not any actually like him, but sort of like him or over $100. Sitting, he's 13 inches tall and his little legs come out 9 inches. Yeah, he got hungry. I'm hungry, Sharon. So it's Lola Bunny's boyfriend, Sharon.
Yeah.
He's just precious, and you can tell these are the original clothes. And his ears too are sewn on kind of wonky. So like this one goes straight up. This one is sewn on kind of cockeyed, which I find charming.
Right.
Yeah, he's one of a kind. You will not find another one like him. And part of me thought he was a carnival prize because sometimes they have the weird molded faces, but he's too nice to be a carnival prize. The cloth over plastic on his face and the hand painting, I feel like is like 20s. That's my personal feeling. But you showed your husband and he said, yeah.
Yeah.
This is what I was first in line at the estate sale to get, you guys. No lie. Like, this is what I had my eye on. This is what I told Tiffany. I'm like, I got to get that rabbit. I got to get that elephant. I got to get that rabbit. And everything else was going to be bonus for me. And I got both. So, again, great week. Love him. KB, thank you for your bid. If anyone else wants to get in on this very old mystery rabbit, now is the time. You can see he's got some dinginess to his little feet, but they remind me of like baby doll legs, right? And you can tell that they are stuffed with something really hard. It's like a hard cotton or something in there. So again, Bunny is absolutely delightful. I tried as hard as I could to find you good info on him, but I got nothing, guys, other than what I think he is.
You just look at him. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and with these particular collectors, we've been lucky. We had 2 collector estate sales back to back, and they usually hold on to the unique and rare. So that's all I got. I don't know. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to start a countdown. Thank you, KB, for your bid. If anybody else wants to get in on my little bunny friend, now is the time. He is a rare one, and I love some good rare toys. I'm 100 years old. It's my bedtime. Okay. So he likes his bedtime. He's a little grumpy. Here we go. Thank you, KB. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're looking for a bid in. Thank you, Amy, for the reminder. 22 more thumbs up to go, and we'll be at 100. Thank you, friends. You guys are awesome. Oh, Kathy got in there at 67. Oh, my God. Look at all the bids come in. Holy crap. Oh, I'm so excited, you guys. You love him. Thank you. Lisa, we need a bid in, honey. Somewhere. Okay, there it is. Our Vuvu. Whoa, that went so fast. Oh my God. Our Vuvu, thank you so much. You are the winner at 76. Congratulations. Yeah. Freddie and KB, your 77 and 78 came in right after the bid end. So thank you, ladies, so much for all the love. That was so exciting. I'm so glad you love him. You're getting a good home, guys.
Yes, honey got a home. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Aw, I'm so happy. Thank you, guys.
Yes. And yeah, thank you all for your bids. I have a piece that I eyed at the estate sale last week. And the first day it was there, it was priced at $150, and I just couldn't do it. The second time we went, it was still priced at $150, and there was a discount, but I just could not pull the trigger. When we went back Monday, I was able to get a deal to where I could actually bring this to a sale at a decent price. So I'm starting this off at $65. With that being said, online they're going for $120. This was priced $150 at the estate sale on the first day. So very valuable piece. It does come with its original lid, which is always remarkable, especially considering this one isn't chipped. This is anywhere from the early 1900s to 1940. And this is the large Marshall pottery. It's the 2-gallon. So they have the number 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on going up. So this is the 2-gallon done in Marshall, Texas, and it's called Marshall Pottery. And this is the 2-gallon butter churn, great for any kind of primitive display. And if you were so inclined, you can definitely find a butter paddle to put inside here. That's cool. Karen says she has the full set of these. If you
Yeah,
can get the full set in no damage, oh my gosh,
that's
talk
worth.
about
Karen,
value.
you know what those are worth.
Oh
We
yeah,
c- we love these. We see them a lot at estate sales, but they're always so high we can't afford to, flip them.
correct.
Basically, and we got this one at like 90% off when they called us back on Monday to come out and go through stuff.
Right.
So
Well, and upstairs they had so many of these different crocs and butter churns.
yeah,
So yeah, I've got another little fella coming that's actually older than this one, that has a pretty cool story about it. But yeah, I love that beautiful blue stripe, very crude, and you've got the stoneware. And once again, with that lid is epic. Would originally have that little butter churn paddle that you put in there and it would be sticking out. So you could definitely do that. Find one. I'll always be looking for one as well. Oh, that's cool. Karen got a yard sale. If you can find stuff at yard sales, that is the
for you,
best.
Karen. That's awesome.
Yeah. And this one measures right at 12 inches tall. Now, with shipping, I will tell you it's heavy, but
Yeah.
it is only 12 inches tall. So, with that being said, we do pirate ship. Shipping estimate I did would be anywhere from 14 to 18, depending on where you live. So it'll get there safe. It'll get there affordably, and I mean that's a steal of a deal. Most of the ones that are on eBay, you see the price, but then you also see at least $50 shipping. So this is a really good deal on this piece if you're looking for a large primitive piece. Also great for outside if you don't have major hailstorms. Good for a little pot as well. Oh yeah, they're all high here for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and Karen said south, they are, anywhere I've ever seen crockery like this, it's just always up there. Yeah, and I feel like David can ship just about anything.
Well,
Just let me knock on something, but just about anything.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, this would be double boxed, but like I said, pirate ship, we can get such a great deal on shipping on pieces depending on the size. So definitely would ship affordably. So 65, think about it. You have to have a place for it, but it's definitely a nice piece that you can either use just as a display
Yeah.
or, umbrella stand, anything like that.
Oh, that's a cool idea too.
Yeah,
Yeah. It
it's
just
nice
depends
and
on what you're
sturdy.
going for. Or if you have an old wooden butter handle, there you go, piece it together.
Yes,
Yeah.
and whoever gets this, I will say, I will always look for those things. When I went back that Monday, I looked all over for a paddle. They were all gone, but so I will be on the lookout. Oh, that's cool, Laura. Let's count it down. I see Ginger in at 65. Thank you so much
Did I miss that? Sorry, Ginger.
for
There we
your
go.
bid. And like I said, it comes with its original lid with no damage whatsoever. Um, so yeah, over 100 years old, most likely from Texas.
Okay.
All right, let's count them down. 15, 14, thank you, Ginger. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It ends.
Pardon me.
Thank you so much, Ginger. Let us know what you're going to do with it. Are you going to churn butter?
Yes. Beautiful piece, Ginger. Thank you so much, girly. Congrats.
Coming to you for 65. Score.
Fantastic. All right. So I got into some home decor, and I love my vintage linens, textiles, and otherwise. So I found some really great pillows. And when I find pillows in great shape, I want to bring them to you. So I'm going to start these at 18 for choice, honey.
Okay.
And first one up is this really nice wool needlepoint pillow. It looks so good. I actually have one that I believe is a kit from this same company. It's in our mid-century little green chair downstairs. And I love these. That has a really nice, like a blue kind of velvet back. It is stuffed and it's not a cover that you can take off. So if you're going to wash it, I would do so on like a soaking mode or on gentle, and then let it air dry. Because I'm afraid if you put this in the dryer, it might pill up the yarn. And you can tell it is made with yarn. Oh, and right here, it has a tag on it that says, specially handmade and fashioned by Patricia. So we have Patricia's name on here. There it is. And the little tag shows that this is a piece of handmade goodness. I would probably display it like that. I like the little, it almost looks like fireflies or something. I thought it was such a good blue pattern. I know a lot of us love blue. It's kind of that Wedgwood and then like a dark royal blue with it. Size wise, hi Stephanie, how you doing, sweetie? Good to see you tonight. 13 by 13. Okay. So a great little pillow for a throw pillow, a couch pillow. I have mine in my mid-century chair because I think it looks so good. So that is going to be your first choice at 18. And it has lots of life left, no funky smells or anything like that. Okay. Love a good handmade piece. Second one is also handmade. And it is stunning. It is a yellow crewel pillow. And this is kind of an Asian theme. You've got like a little bonsai cherry tree bloom thing going on with this really pretty little footed Asian style pot. You even have a little fallen flower that has come down. And this is like a canvas, kind of linen-like material. In fact, guys, I'm pretty sure it is linen. Yeah, it's linen. The little corners have, you can see just a smidgen of wear on that green piping, but so pretty, right? I just thought it was beautiful. I like the colors, the olive greens, and then the pink and the light pink and the blue. So great together. So those are your groovy handmade pillow choices. They also look pretty nice together. Actually, I never really put that together, but look at that. That looks great together. So if these are your colors, I know I love this stuff. It is hard for me not to keep all these. Ask David. I always end up putting the pillows in all the different chairs in the house to see if I want to keep them because I'm goofy like that. So I see. What were you going to say, babe?
Oh, I just said it's fun to try things out. Yeah, just try.
It's fun to try things out in your house. So I see Karen and I see Phil. Thank you, ladies, for your bids. If anybody else wants to get in, now is the time. These crewel pillows usually are like 35 and up, and these little boogers aren't cheap either. So this is a great deal, hauled out of the estate sale fresh for you. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for a bid end on my pretties. Thank you guys so much. Oh, size wise, I think this one is 14 by 14 because it looks just about an inch bigger than the other one. 14 and a half by 14. So yes, indeed. Thank you guys. I know, Stephanie, you know how I talk, these little boogers. All right. So thank you guys so much.
The first person in at 18 was Karen, and then Phil.
Karen, and then Phil. So Karen, let me know if you want the yellow one or the blue one, love. And Phil, same question to you. And thank you, ladies, so much for your bids. They are great.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Karen wants that tree.
Taking the tree. You got it, sweetie. And Phil, let me know if you want this pretty blue one. Okay. Or you can say pass. Either way. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. So I have a really beautiful plant stand. I couldn't narrow it down for sure on era, but I think 30s, 40s, but that's about as much as I could narrow it down. It is one of the handcrafted pieces. A lot of guys would like to put these together for their home. So it is a handmade piece, but nicely done. So we've got the little screws that were all kind of like a grommet style brass screws that give it kind of a little bit of detail, almost like a brutalism type of style, or even a Spanish Spanish style to it. And you've got the plant stand down here, and then the top plant stand. What's funny is I've got a stand here that Sarah's grandpa made that we use for things, and that's why. Yes, that's why I grabbed this, because it reminded me of that. And so most people would make their own wooden pieces to hold their plants, different things, little tables. This one measures right at, 17 inches tall, which because of that size, it would ship between Well, under $15 by itself because it's nice and lightweight. So shipping is not an issue on this. Generally, these old handmade pieces that are level, which this is nice and level, um, go for 50 and above. So $32 is a good price, even if you see some patina like up here. What I would do with that is do like a clean, maybe a clear polyurethane to just treat that, or just put a nice cloth on top of there before you put a plant on there or any kind of thing. So like you can put plants, of course, but other things you can do besides just plants, put fun little brass pieces in there, put them up on top. It's just a nice, versatile table that was handmade, just needs a new home. And yeah, I like the fact that it does have like a paddle look to it.
Yeah. She said her a cricket.
Oh, cricket paddle. Yeah. In fact, at that estate sale last week, there was a cricket paddle that was used for a sorority or a frat that was there, which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, so the top and then this shelf here is about 8-inch total. So you can get quite a bit on there. And like I said, very stable. It's made out of nice solid pine. And if you wanted to bring out the color of the wood, you could definitely do some more staining to it. It looks like it only has its original stain, which is also nice. It keeps it from having that extra weight. And
It would be pretty easy to refurbish. You would just need to sand it down and then restain it.
yes, and then you'll get all of that wood grain.
You know, as a plant stand too, it's probably going to get some water drippies at some point.
Yeah.
So just use it like it is for a plant stand. It's perfect.
Right, absolutely. It's a great piece, solid wood. Clean it up if you want. But yeah, I love these guys. Great for indoor and outdoor use as long as you keep it away from a lot of rain.
Yes.
So I'll set it to the side. Think about it. $32.
Awesome. All right. So I am getting to bring a little fun treasure for me, honestly. This is a pottery brand I had never heard of. So how about that? And for that reason, this is a crazy rare piece. I'm starting it at $48. And the reason why is this is a brand called Clifwood Polworth Art. It is rare, and they were only in business for a few years, from 1920 until 1944. And the reason they went out of business and never came back is because the factory burnt down, y'all.
Oh.
Burnt down. I mean, like burnt down. So they never came back off of hiatus after the factory burning down. And this is a rare brand to find, highly collectible, and in the purple color even more highly collectible, which is why I'm starting it a little higher at 48. Matthew Rapp is the name of the maker. He was one of like 5, I can't remember, it's like 5 or 7 different Rapp brothers that were all trying to pursue something having to do with the pottery business at the time. Matthew was the one that started this company in Illinois. And then, like I said, once it burnt down, they never rebuilt or tried to compete with any other pottery companies. So as you can tell, it's lilac. It is a very pretty purple color. That is just a little area that they missed on the glaze. Perhaps they were not super careful. I don't know.
Well, they obviously weren't with the kiln.
What?
They obviously weren't with the kiln if they burnt down.
It burned down. So, but this, just so you know, is not an area of damage. It is an area on the little pot where the brush stroke just didn't go all the way over the pot itself. So again, it is a unique little piece. That right there too is not a chip. There is nothing that you can feel like a chip. It is a mist area of glaze. There is not a chip there. It is a hard to find. If you look up Clifwood Polworth Art Pottery, hard to find pieces. They were made again from the same kind of kaolin clay that Nyloke and other companies were using at the time. Really interesting history. Yes, Phil, it is a true lilac lavender color, which is why it also is higher up there in price.
Right, you just don't see that color.
Because you don't see the color. And most, if you pull up most of the Clifwood pieces, they come up in pink or blue. You don't see the lavender lilac at all. Yeah, I know it is kind of showing pink,
Maybe
but
put
it is, yeah, it's purple.
it's
It is
deep.
truly purple. My light ring might be blowing it out a little bit, but yeah, it's lilac. It's actually not pink. Such a neat history with the company. Again, the company was out of Morton, Illinois. It's early American pottery. It is about 100 years old. Again, dates between, they were only open 1920 to 1944. So 24 years is pretty darn good longevity as far as a business goes, but they could never recover after the fire. So that's why these pieces are crazy rare, kind of rare like Nyloke is as well. And that's what I actually thought this was when I first found it. I'm like, that has to be a little piece of Nyloke. And then I saw this and went down the rabbit hole researching this company and found it to be really interesting. So I'm going to start a countdown. Phil, thank you for your bid at 48. If anybody else wants to get in on these, now is the time. Thank you, Alex. I know it is kind of a neat little design, isn't it? Very simple, but also great design. Beautiful piece. So size-wise, let me tell you too. Diameter handle to handle is 5 inches. Height is 3.5 inches. And width at the base is 4.25. All right. So let's count it down. Here we go. If anybody else wants to get in on this rare piece of Clifwood Polworth pottery, again, totally different maker for me than I had ever heard of. So that's always a cool thing, right? Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for a bid in on my rare pottery piece, and it is purple as purple can be.
This house had so much cool stuff. This was actually in the garage because they just didn't have room to show it.
In the garage. Found it in the garage. Yeah. Thank you, Phil. It is coming to you in Australia, darling, for 48. Congratulations. Thank you.
Phil.
Beautiful piece.
So I have a piece that I could not find online. If Sharon, I hope Sharon's still here. Sharon. From Freddie Finds, just because she is from Hawaii. I don't know which island this is. Oh yeah, actually I do. Kailua, Hawaii. Let's show that there. So this has this original little tag, store tag, a country treasure. Nothing marked on the backside, so I left this on there. This was actually in his workshop at the major estate sale from last week, and it caught my eye because it resembles, or it's a miniature buckboard bench like you would have on your stagecoach, and it does actually have the springs. So the springs are loaded, and I think it's about 1/8 of size, regular size, but great for dolls, for any kind of doll display, but also cool for like primitives and all of that. It measures right at God dang, I did not measure it. But it's an 1/8 scale. So it measures about 11.5 inches long. And I just want to show you how this works. So you see how that opens and closes just like you would have for your regular shocks on an old guy like this. So the shocks actually do absorb if you were going to send your dolls on a little carriage ride. But I just think that it's really cool that it was handcrafted to look so similar or so much like the actual original pieces that would have been sitting up on your carriage cart. So thank you, Zona. I see your bid of 30. Absolutely love this piece. We have all of the screws have been tightened down, and you've got your nuts on the back side and on the bottom. But yeah, just really nice. I couldn't tell for sure on the wood. I think it's oak from what I could tell, but I'm really not good at
it does look like oak.
Yeah, okay. So I was thinking oak, thank you. And yeah, you can see just the little pieces, how they put it together just to make that perfect replica. And the fact that it has its original tag from the country store in Hawaii, I think that's just a nice little touch.
That is so wild. Are you there, Sharon? Let us know. I don't even know.
Yeah,
That is so cute. What a neat little replica of that spring bench.
it is. And I looked all over online trying to find replicas, and I could not find anything like it. Thank you, Annette. I see your bid as well. So it's definitely, I consider it like a one-of-a-kind piece, unless you're in Hawaii and you can find the place that this was purchased long, long time ago. But yeah, I just absolutely love it, especially for doll collectors. I thought about getting Lemmy out of the garage and putting him in there, but I'll let you guys put your dolls in and see what happens. So,
Oh, that's so cute.
isn't
Hi,
that cool?
hi, Zoe.
Really nice craftsmanship too. Like very nicely done. These corners have little metal pieces to hold it together, and then they're nailed together. Just really nice woodwork. All right, let's count them down. Thank you, Annette, and thank you, Zona. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Could you imagine putting this in your Christmas display? Santa sitting here, reindeer up front.
Oh, that would be such a darling little sleigh display.
It
Yeah.
would. It totally would.
I see rubber Santas sitting in that thing. Yeah.
And nice and stable. So thank you, Annette. Coming to you. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you for the update, Phil. 14 more thumbs up needed to get to 100. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, Alex, we're gonna find you some John Wayne critters while we're here. I just know it. So
yes.
Do not fret. We will find them. So these little guys I put in a jewelry casket that I'm bringing later. Oh my God, they're so cute. So these are from the high-end doll collector house. And I am starting these at $36 for choice. They are very collectible, expensive little German bisque dolls. Some of these go up to like 75, 110 for one. Just wild to me. So she has jointed teeny tiny little arms, little bitty teeny tiny little drawn on Mary Janes, a little felt outfit, and look at those little tiny glass seed beads, some kind of little bow tie at the neck, and her little shirt almost looks like it's made out of some kind of ribbon. Oh shoot, Karen, go get to the shelter. I love you. Yeah, turn your phone weather thing on. Get us off.
Gosh,
Okay. I don't that for Missouri. I hate that for her. We used to deal with that all the time when we lived in the Midwest. Go be safe. Oh, that just made me sick. Okay, Karen, you got this. Let me know how you are. Now I'm like wanting to throw up for you. Anxiety. So she has the little like curls also in her hair. And on the back, it's written in super teeny tiny a number.
It's a number. Yeah.
And I can't make it out. I'll be honest. I cannot. It's so ultra tiny. She is size-wise, I never measured her. She is 2.5 inches tall, and she is a 1/2 inch wide. So her just little bitty, and FYI, her little legs are also jointed. So they move. Her legs move, her arms move. She is absolutely precious. Yes.
Yeah.
So, Joplin is where had that horrible one, Nancy, years ago. Yeah. I lived in Missouri at the time, and we went to the Humane Society and volunteered getting people back with their dogs at the Humane Society and stuff, just because it was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
It was a mess.
Anyway, okay. Tiny babies. They are German bisque. So this is choice 1. Choice number 2 is a wee bit taller. She has the same little Mary Jane heels on, and you can tell she has the little metal jointed legs. This little dress is like the tiniest little ribbon grain thing. And she has little straps that go over her shoulders. You can see her jointed arms. And then there is her little face, same kind of hairstyle. And she also has a number right here on her back, but it's so hard to make out. I think it's like 7.25. It's like a 7 and then an equation. I think it's a quarter. So She is a tiny bit bigger than her little friend. Okay.
Big
These
sis.
are not penny dolls. These are German bisque babies. She is 3 inches and her arms are an inch and a half wide. So she's 3 inches tall, and she also will sit if you want to bend her little legs, but I'm scared to do it. I'm going to leave that up to the buyer. Okay. Super sweet, tiny, teeny, tiny German bisque dolls. Very collectible, very expensive. I don't know if you guys have ever seen what these go for, but they are expensive little boogers.
I believe
So
it.
that is 36 for choice. If they don't find a home here, I am going to throw them on eBay because I know they'll find a home over there. So grab them here before we send them away. 36 for choice if anybody's interested.
Yeah, at least right to go for over 100.
They go for a lot more than I am asking here.
Because of those delicate little pieces of disc that, they aren't damaged. They're all together, the metal, everything.
I bought these. They were in a little grab bag with a tiny little bisque elephant. And I bought them together. So if you are interested, I'll bring them back for the recap, guys. We'll keep it going. Yeah, that's the little elephant they came with.
Yep, I kept it. I like the elephant. So I know I've brought some of these kind of things in the past. These they're great for anybody that has a bar, but also if you like kitsch-tastic stuff. So these are German, made in Germany, and they were made by Henri, A-N-R-Y, sorry, A-N-R-Y, A-N-R-I. And this guy right here is a two-faced fella. So he's got his little derby hat, little cork stoppers, and they're hand carved. So we've got the two-faced, and he's looking, hey guys, you want a drink? And you flip him around, and he's like, I already had one.
Already had one.
You want one more? Sure.
Oh my God. Okay, the other side. Turn it around.
This one right here.
Oh my God. Yes. Stephanie, why is this like totally you instigating shenanigans? Yes. That is a little stuff.
Yes, very, very collectible. They are jointed, so they're all mechanical, and they're little bottle stoppers. So the cork is in great condition. These were done in Germany, most likely with some Black Forest vibes going on. You've got hand-painted pieces, so you can see the lips are red. You've got a little bit of a blue tone for the coat.
Hey, babe.
Brown. Yeah.
Henri is actually not German, it's Italian.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Italian.
That's okay.
So then this one is Italian. Okay, so Italian Henri, and yeah, that makes more sense with the face that's going on. It's very clever. So two-faced right there, and then this guy right here is the one that I got mistaken for. So this guy, he is from Germany, and this one has the moving mouth, and he's called Yacker. So he's a yacker. Yak, yak. And now on this one, you can tell his hat looks like has taken a little hit. Part of his brim is gone, but it doesn't affect its display. And when I was looking online, most of them that have this hat do have little pieces of it missing, but it doesn't affect their collectability. So use generally about 40 to 50 online on these because they are very collectible. Yes, I am. I'm a yacker. And then this guy right here, of course, I could not find this one online.
He's not out there. Yeah, these are so good, David.
They're so cool.
Diameter
so the diameter on the stopper, this one here at the tip of the stopper, we're looking at 1/2 inch right there, and then down at the base of it right at 1 inch. So 1/2 inch to inch. And then on this one, I think it's a little smaller. Yeah. 1/2 inch, no, 1/2 inch down to 3/4 inch. So this one is 1 inch to 3/4 inch, and then this one is a 1/2 inch to a full inch.
Oh.
Sorry, that was me.
Hello, friend.
But yeah, I think they're really cool, very collectible. Put them in little holders and have them hanging out by the bar, but they also can just be used as a display piece. You don't necessarily have to have alcohol involved, but he definitely does. I love it. So
I like
$20 each,
that.
and they measure right about 4.5 to 5 inches. All right. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys. All right, let's see. Where do I want to go from here? Okay, so high-end estate sale. They had this marked at $85. It never sold. We got called back on the Monday after it closed to just go clean out whatever we wanted. This was left. I researched it. It's unmarked Prussia. If you know, you know. Okay, so I am going to start this at 48. I did kind of a deep dive on this. And what's funny is I remember my mom and dad talking about different pieces my grandma had that were RS Prussia. And I always knew kind of growing up that like RS Prussia was a really high-end brand. And what's funny is these Prussia pieces used to go for like 100 to 150, 200, way up there. Well, what happened is there ended up being like a saturated amount that came through the 80s, I guess. Maybe people passed and then it wasn't worth as much. I'm not sure what happened, but Prussia took a big crash, basically. And now, you know, the pieces are all over the place. So I tried to do a deep dive to bring you the most accurate information. This has one tiny flaw, and it is on the back right there where my fingernail is. Okay. That is it. I wouldn't even necessarily call it a chip, but it is a flake where that inside lip has come off. Okay. The rest of it is in immaculate condition. Again, this was marked 85 at the estate sale. I did not pay that for it. I got it at like 90% off. And I thought it was absolutely stunning. And there were several to pick from, and none of them were marked. And I was like, I don't know. So you know what I did? I went with the one that I thought was the prettiest. I don't know.
Right.
Tracy, you got it, sweetheart. David, did you see that?
Yes. Congrats, Tracy.
Congrats.
You got little buddies coming to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
So I love the colors. So further on a deep dive, anything unmarked Prussia, they said typically dated between 1869 and 1918, but they had a few unmarked pieces that went up until the end of World War I. So I don't know. It's so hard to bring something and not know the exact era, brand, what have you. But I do know it's Prussia based on the mold, based on the colors, the painting, high-end, quality porcelain, and very old. I don't know the age, and I hate that, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So this is the piece. It is absolutely stunning. That is less than they were asking at the estate sale. Boop, boop, boop. 10.5. It's what the diameter is corner to corner, side to side. It's 9. Depth is 3.
Is that one of the dishes that they had up on top of that beautiful hutch on plate stands? Yeah, they had lined up like 6 or 7.
And they had it up there for like
so
a million years, super dusty.
Right.
You could tell that was how the person had them displayed, and the estate sale company just stuck a sticker on for price. It's beautiful. It's a gorgeous dish. And again, based on the mold is how I was able to identify it as Prussia. And then you've got those lovely cabbage leaf kind of designs on the inside, and then the really pretty aqua and yellow and then rose. So 48, if anybody's interested, kind of out of my wheelhouse, but at the same time, I really have an appreciation for pieces like this. My grandma had Prussia. So I thought, hey, let's see if there's anybody out there that's interested in Prussia. If not, I am sending this over to eBay as well.
Yeah.
So okay, Kathy, thank you so much for your bid. Very much appreciated. It is a stunner of a piece. It really is. It's quite lovely. And whether you choose to use it as a centerpiece, plate wall, I would probably put it in a plate stand. But keep in mind, it's going to take a pretty deep one. Okay, because it is 3 inches. So beautiful Prussian bowl. Early 1900s, I think. Again, it could be anywhere from 1869 to 1918. I don't know. So that's what I got. Thank you guys. I try so hard to do good history for you, but sometimes,
you know, sometimes though, just looking at it, like just seeing that yellow kind of seep through, it just has so many colors. It's beautiful.
yes,
Beautiful.
yes, unmarked piece of Prussia, which were the older pieces, by the way. Okay, here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 bid in. And it does even have some gold sponging around the edges. It's really faint, but it's so pretty. Yeah, it's a gorgeous piece. Again, I was drawn to it because I thought the colors were so beautiful and I didn't want to leave it left behind at that estate sale because whatever, we didn't take and a couple other people that were there to take, they were just having cleared out. So yeah, the ones I left behind now, I'm like, I probably shouldn't have left those behind. I know. It's so nerve-wracking. Kathy, congratulations, honey. It is coming to you. Thank you.
Congrats,
thanks for the bidding.
Beautiful gift. All right, I have 3 different bundles. I love these stereographs. I know you guys probably are all aware of these. If you've gone to any sort of antique shops or anything, these are always in some booths, very collectible. And some of these are really cool. So I grouped them up into 3 different bundles, and they're going to be lots of 5. So for $15, you get 5 stereotypes, and they are all antique, early 1900s. Most of them don't have like a date on them, but they generally are around that era. So this first lot of 5 is places and things. So we've got a really beautiful, colorful, and these are colorized. Anything with color, they're colorized after they have been printed. So you've got the really beautiful, let's see, Queenstown, Ireland. You've got the waterway and then the boat sitting there. Great for display on little easels, or if you have a camera collection, great to put with. I do actually have a stereo camera myself that I put a couple of these with.
Yes.
We've got a nice building here. Let's see, what does that say? Honolulu. So we've got a nice palace in Honolulu, right here. And then we also have a nice ancient ruins from Rome, Italy. Really beautiful colorized piece there. These are great for
yeah.
And then we've got the tropical water or tropical walk in Florida. Oh, well, thank you, Janet. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful night.
Janet, thanks for coming home, girl. Good to see you. We'll see you next time.
And then the last one in this grouping is just a beautiful floral arrangement. Floral offering is what it's called. And you've got a beautiful colorized floral. So those 5 all come together for 15. I'll just fan them out so you can see what we have. So all places. Now let's get into some people. We've got 5 in this lot. Yes, they're getting harder to find, Karen. You're correct. The colorized ones for sure. Yeah. And then, so we've got the people right here. We've got cause for divorce dictation. So they're type in comical on that one. And then this next one, we have another comical one, and they are cause for divorce as well. Wait a minute, is that identical?
Funny. What are they doing that's cause for divorce? Oh my God.
So she is typing, doing something, dictating for him. And then on this one, they're arguing about it.
Okay.
You see the red is the only hand tinted part in there. And then you've got another one a little different. This one says, sorry, let's get to focus. A stitch in time. She's stitching up her dress, getting the hem done. And then we have this one here, Trials of a Bachelor. And he's getting dressed, trying to get help from mom. And then the last one in this group is pretty cool. The barber shop, not a customer. And we'll get in close. So he's getting his shave there, laying back in the chair.
Oh, is he about to Sweeney Todd him? What in the heck's going on?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. It looks like he's waterboarding. So those 5 all come together, all with people in them, with fun comic type of release.
Those are rad. Okay, those are amazing.
They are.
Yeah.
They really are very collectible. They were a collector, so they got the ones that were considered marketable. And this one is a grouping with a bunch of kids. So he wants a new pair. This one looks like he wants a new pair of something from someone. I don't know what the boys are doing there. What is he on? That's a watermill, I think. So there's the first one here in this grouping. This one says summer days, hanging out by the water with a little bridge in the background. I like the little ornate edge. And then we've got, this is my favorite, time to get up, little sleepy girl. And this one is not colorized. This one you can see is just a regular, like a sepia tone. And then this next one, we have kids in the group. They're out there in the crowd, but this is a crowd of people. Seuss's band, Paris Expedition. Oh my gosh. John Philip Seuss's band.
Yeah.
So that's pretty amazing.
That is very cool. I love that.
that.
Yeah, these are amazing.
And then this one right here with just some people out in a walkway. Let's see what it says. Drinking fountain and street in Old Cairo, Egypt.
Oh.
Wow. So those are the groupings, 5 each. We have the kiddos with some fun ones in the back there. We have the fun couples that are doing different things, house stuff as well. And then the grouping with just some fun traveling spaces, as well as some fun, where is it? Some fun like stock photography style.
Look at that though. It's still, isn't that spectacular?
Yeah, and like the way I was showing them in our previews, just get a nice little easel and you can set it on a nice little easel and it'll display. You can rotate them out if you wanted to. So a lot of fun to collect. Oh, thank you guys. We're at 100 thumbs up. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. You're awesome. Yes.
Appreciate that. So I saw we have, yeah, I agree, Karen. These are really fun. Like I said, I kept a couple out for myself, for my collection. And then I'm sending these out for anyone else that needs some. So we are at 15. Thank you, Trippy. And if anybody else wants to get in, you can for a lot of 5 stereotype graphs from the early 1900s.
Wow.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid and thank you, Trippy, for your bid.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, guys. You're awesome. I owe it all to you. Thank you, guys, for hitting that thumbs up. Super appreciated.
Thank you, Robin. I see your bid as well.
And then there's the bid end. Okay, thanks, Lisa.
So Robin, and then we'll go to Trippy. Make sure I get these back in place. So for Robin, let me know if you want kids, people, stuff. We'll call that stuff. So stuff, people, kids. Uh-oh, A. So I believe A was this one, so I'm just going to double check. So Robin, let me know if this is the one you're wanting.
Okay.
Just so I make sure.
It is, yeah. All.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Robin. I appreciate that. They're all coming to you. What a great get.
Great.
And thank you so much, Trippy, for your bid.
Yes. And again, if you're a flipper too, and you can get anything here less than where you could maybe sell it in your booth or
you can sell one of these for $8 each.
Once it leaves my hands, if you want to resell it or run it over with a car, please don't. That's great with us too. So I have some brand new old stock, never used linen towels with the stickers and the whole shebang. I'm only going to start these at $12. You know what they go for elsewhere. I don't have to tell you. This one, gorgeous. We have butterfly scene with some really pretty flowers. And then this one is marked, I don't know, screen printed by Holy Beans. That's hard to make out. I think it's KD something. K something. I'm not sure. Can anybody make that out? I don't know. So this is the first one up for grabs. Very pretty. Again, never used. These were all ironed and folded up in the kitchen at this estate sale. Ironed, y'all. Who irons linen towels anymore? Not I. Okay, so next up, I have fruity citrus goodness with a gold houndstooth. We have our original sticker, Parisian prints, all pure linen. Nothing dries like linen. These date to 60s, 70s. Super duper cute. I'm going to say probably closer to 60s and 70s based on that sticker. And awesome shape. No issues, as you can tell. Never been used. And they even smell like that kitchen, which was not an unpleasant smell. It was actually like grandma's house.
It was. It had a nice smell. Yeah.
It did. It did.
Some houses do not.
Whoa. Oh my God, David, I can see a bunny hopping behind the fence onto the little trail, and the sky is like dark navy blue. I think we're about to get it.
Yeah, I think bunnies are running south.
Sorry, I got distracted. Okay.
Yeah,
so we have gold houndstooth towel. And then we have the same towel with the same sticker with green houndstooth background. Okay. And then next one up is like a little scandy design. Same new Bellcrest prints. Nothing dries like linen. And this one's really cute, kind of like a scandy print, right?
Love that.
Brand new towels straight from the estate sale. Love that about estate sales. So many great things just never used.
Right.
So that's that one. And then the last one is there's the sticker KD. That's what we were trying to make out on the first one, guys. Okay. KD handprints, Hope Valley, Rhode Island, pure linen. And this one is, I think it's all herbs. Yes. Yeah. So it's got an onion bulb, which is really cool. And then like a little border with some herbs. And
framed.
Yeah. And then it says Laurus nobilis is the plant, and rosmaris, which would be rosemary, and rose finium, looks like parsley almost, thymus, allium. It has like all of the scientific names basically for herbs. Okay. So those are going to be all of your choices. I love vintage linens, especially the ones that have never been used with their old or new stickers and stuff. These are awesome. So retro fabulous for your vintage kitchen. All right, guys, let's start a countdown. I see all your bids, friends. Thank you. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Pull this little guy back up.
I'm imagining these linens hanging on like a double stove in a kitchen, kind of like the Brady Bunch type of stove.
Oh my gosh, so much. Yeah, so much. Thanks, Trina. I love this kind of stuff. I think these are cool too. These two actually do match, the butterflies and this KD one. They're both KD. All right, Tracy, you are the winning bidder. Thank you so much. Let me know if you would like, we'll call this one herbs, butterflies. We'll call this one gold citrus, green citrus, or scandy. Okay. Or you can take any mixture of those that you like. And then behind Tracy is going to be Nancy Tahan. Thank you, Nancy.
And then Trina.
And then our girl Trina and Wayne.
All right. Tracy wants the herbs and butterflies. That was
butterflies my going to Tracy. Those are gorgeous. Yep. Thank you, Tracy. And then Nancy, would we like gold citrus, green citrus? These are so cool. You want the fruit? You got them. Those are both coming to you, Nancy. Thank you. Trina, do you want the little scandy guy that's left? Let me know. You can always say pass. I think that was everybody. Yeah, babe?
That was everyone.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you, friends. Congratulations. They're so good.
Yes. All right. So I was thinking about those linens. My next round, these I had sitting in front of me. Those linens look so cool with something like this in front of them. Yes. So I'm just going to show them all individually first. No worries, Trina. So I could not. Sarah and I both tried to identify these, the maker. There's no identifying markers. There's nothing I could find online like these. They all have the nice little hook for the stem, and it's a solid hook, almost like they should hang somewhere. I don't know. Some pieces like this online are like a trinket dish. These aren't trinkets. They're just pieces for hanging or display. So first off, we have this guy. And what kind of fruit do you think this guy is? Papaya?
I'm gonna go with like maybe a pear, possibly lemon. It's either a pear or a lemon.
Okay. And well, this one definitely is a pear.
Oh, well, there you go. Then it's a lemon.
So then lemon. Okay, there we go. So yeah, we've got the pear. We've got like a lemon.
It could be an orange.
Or an orange, yeah. But you can see how plum, you can see they hang. So they're interesting. Really cool if you wanted to put them in a kitchen. But they're all coming together. The last one here, I don't know for sure. I think probably an apple.
No, that's a pomegranate.
This is the pomegranate. Okay.
Yeah,
so
see the bit. Yeah.
Yes, and you can see there's patina on there. I have not polished them up, but you can see that nice aged patina, definitely from the 60s. Persimmon, possibly. But let me show you how they sit together. I'm going to just stab that guy in just so he doesn't fall. But yeah, you've got the 3 different fruit that can either hang or display. But I just think they're so cool.
I think they'd be great on a coffee table or for like a centerpiece.
Yeah.
Because they're super sized and mod. Yeah, they're very different. Found these at the collector estate sale.
Got it.
All Babe, right. Is everything okay?
Everything? Oh, no, let's just take that. No, yeah, everything's okay. Everything's okay. The one rolled and then the others followed. So I will hold them like this. The good thing about these kind of things is they are not damageable, especially on my soft floor that I have. There we go. I'll hang them like this. But yeah, they're fantastic. They're about 7 inches tall. So when you see the size of them, very neat. And then the leaves are just kind of like a very flat brass that's been cut up. All good, all good.
Anything break? It sounded like some breakage.
No, it was this stuff. Just
okay. Okay. I think that's why we're all like holding our breaths.
No, nothing broke at all. All the good stuff's over there. Nothing broke.
Okay, thank God. Okay.
No, everything's good. But yeah, this one's about 6.5 inches tall, and then the other 2 are right at 7 inches tall. But yeah, I think they would be beautiful in a display with other brass pieces. Yeah, it's been a while. I think I'm going on like 2 weeks, so that was pretty good. But yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all good. Nothing is broken. I promise. That sound right there is a humdinger. But yeah, all 3 come together as a lot. I'm just gonna hold them because yeah, they tend to roll off that board. So 34 for the lot, going once, going twice. I will bring them back for the recap. Thank you guys.
All right. I think they're amazing. Yes. Level 2. I know we're all having an anxiety moment after that. Oh my God. Oh, no. Well, here, like he's like right under me, and up here it sounded like 7 things broke. So I'm like,
oh my gosh, yeah.
Can I get just the pear? Says Lisa. Possibly. Why not?
I'm bringing them back for the recap. So yeah, I'll give you the pear, and then the other 2 can come back for the recap.
Okay. Fantastic.
Perfect, Lisa. Gotcha.
Okay. So I have one of the prettiest Afghans that I have forked out of an estate sale, and you know that I love my estate sale linens. This is beautiful. I'm starting this hun at 38.
Okay. Oh, I love this.
This is Grandma's Flower Garden, and it is spectacular. So you've got a really nice like purple and blue, and then kind of like a mauvey pink. And then all these different shades. Oh my word, you guys. Look at this blanket. It is gorgeous. Did I measure it? No, I forgot. But we're going to do that right now real quick here. So that is 52. Bear with me, guys. There's no weird smells, issues, anything like that. It is a beautiful Afghan that's just been left to sit for many years. Oh, I just bought myself in the nose with the thingy.
Oh.
32. That's why I normally try to do this before a sale, but I forgot. 32 by plus 40 is 72, plus another 12 inches is 84. Okay, so it is whatever I said, 54 by 84, something like that. It is gorgeous. It is pretty. It has been used, I think, but there's not really any pilling. It's just so pretty, y'all. Literally, like, I picked this up and I was like, oh, it is so gorgeous. Yes, it is that yummy sea salt green. It is a pretty stripe that goes around, and even like a little scalloped edge at the bottom. It is just great. So thank you guys for your bids, and thank you for loving the pretty linens that I find at these sales. I'm telling you, it's just the best place to go for great linen.
Yes.
So let's start a countdown. Here we go. Thank you, Helen. Thank you, friends. Thank you, Kevin. I know. I love this kind of stuff. I'm here for the granny good goods. So let's start a countdown, guys. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end on this beautiful Afghan. I love it.
What was the size again?
Oh, crud.
It's probably too late. Sorry.
It was 84 by 55, 50, something like that. Robin, it is coming to you for 55. David, were you just messing with me?
No, Amy asked. So okay, Brad remembered 52 by 84.
Thank you, Brad. You're my brain, sweetie. 52 by 84. Yes, thank you. And Robin, it is coming to you. It is gorgeous. Congratulations, doll.
Congrats, Robin.
Thanks all for your bids.
Yes, and Lisa V, let me know. You wanted this one. I just want to make sure you wanted the pair.
Yes.
And yeah, the other two fruits I'll bring back for the recap individually. So I have 3 more brass.
Or a pomegranate, guys. What do you think? Just curious.
Let us know. I'm not going to balance them, but let us know.
I know
no, my foot, everything is fine. Nothing broke. It really is the sound of brass stuff banging on the floor. This piece right here is going to be what I'm going to start out with. We have a nice little trinket dish. It is a turtle. Really nice markings on this guy, and the hinge is in excellent condition. I do believe it's probably 60s, but there's no marking on it. But a nice solid brass piece, great for your little hidey hole for little things, but also if you want to put your little ring in there, it's a great way to go. And he measures right about 4 inches long. Could be polished if you wanted to, but just a nice little trinket dish. Next up here, I think this is fantastic for everyone out there, not because you're a lawyer, but auctioneers. It's an auctioneer mallet, would be cool to call it, but you've got the original sticker, solid brass, and I believe it says, it says Taiwan, and I can't make out anything else on there, but yeah, it does unscrew, so it's a 2-piece that screws together, and it is a legit little mallet. So if you're like auctioneer type of stuff, this would be cool in front of Sarah's little desk. But I like it because it's a nice little display piece.
Well, now I just want to okay, auction bid it. We can hit stuff with it.
Yeah. Hey, what about the brass? Ooh, nice. So that is the second up. And then this guy, I've never seen him before. I do believe he's older. He's more valuable, and I don't know why, just because of the weight. Obviously, he's a solid brass piece, but you see that shine. I do think he's a higher quality, and that was from that collector's estate sale. So I absolutely love this little parrot. You can see how shiny he is. I did not polish him. He is just a real nice high-end paperweight. So those are the choices there. Love that, Trina. I'm going to set him right here. Now, if this fell and I tried to catch it with my foot, I would have a broken bone. He is heavy, very dense. But those are the choices. We have a parrot. We have a hidey hole trinket turtle. And then we've got the auctioneer's mallet right there.
Fantastic. Those are fun. Estate pieces. Yep.
Yeah. So thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Trina. We're counting down now. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for our bid end. That brass work is so nice and clean. The lines on this etched in. And then, yeah, just a polished parrot. Very polished. Thank you guys so much for your bids. Love finding interesting brass pieces. There's our bid end. Thank you, Lisa. So it'll be Laura, Alex, and Tracy, and then Robin. Let me know, Laura, you're first with if you want the turtle, parrot, or the mallet, or gavel, however you want to call it. And then Alex will be next. So we got circle 7, Laura, for our turtle trinket dish. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alex.
Alex is passing, no worries. And who else did we have? Tracy. So Tracy, let me know if you would like our parrot or our gavel or mallet.
Yes.
Thank you. Sold. Thank you so much, Tracy. I love that thing. And then I had no idea, but our parrot's left. If anybody wants our wonderful parrot, I'm a parrot bird. Robin, let me know if you would like this guy, or you can put in pass, and then after Robin will be Trina.
Yes.
And this guy is right at 2.5 inches, just to give you an idea. He's itty bitty.
He's cute.
Put him on a shelf. He's not going to fall off, though, because he will break something.
He's been to Margaritaville, and he's seen things.
Totally.
Yeah. He's looking for that lost shaker of salt.
All right, Robin, I see you for the parrot. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Doll. All right. Congratulations, friends.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Okay. Where am I going? Ooh, okay. This is so sweet. And I picked it up because I love a good sampler. And this one is so nicely done, so nicely framed. Sometimes I'll find these with like water damage and stuff. This one's great. So I am starting the sampler at 25. And of course, you can see what it says. You've got the little cherubs up here with the horns and the heart. And it says, a true friend is a gift of God. I love that. So true. I love my friends, and I am so grateful for them. And this is done on linen, by the way. So I'm letting you see all of the sweet handiwork. For those that might not know, a sampler was a cross stitch that was done to sample basically the artist's work and what they could do. A lot of times they were ABCs to show off the different fonts and show off, different stitches and what all you could do. This one is nicely framed on linen. It's an old frame. It does have a hanger here at the back ready to go. Or, of course, you could put it on an easel or stand it up on a frame. Super sweet. And let's see here. I am at 14 3/4 tall by 11 3/4 wide. Okay. So really pretty piece, beautifully done. Yeah, I thought all the colors were nice too, because sometimes these are hung in the sun and they fade out pretty badly, or they'll get kind of moth-eaten. This one is great. And it did come from the estate sale with like all of the old stuff. So it's probably pretty old. I'm not for sure on era, but I would say probably 50s, somewhere in there.
Totally.
Yeah, very vibrant. Great. So I'm going to start a countdown, you guys. I think it is beautiful too. And no, there's no date, Trina. Sometimes these are like late 1800s, early 1900s. I genuinely have no idea. Now, there might be something on the back that you could get into, but I'm going to leave that up to the buyer. So, all right, you guys, let's count it down. We are at 28. Thank you so much for your bids. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for a bid end. It's great too because it's non-denominational. It doesn't matter, who your God, what your God. It works for everybody, and we all love our friends. So, So sweet. Super sweet piece.
Great colors.
I know. I loved it too. There is the bid in. Zona took it at 35. Congratulations, Zona. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for your bids. Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful gift. This is my antique Weir, Weir. Let's see, get 1 gallon. It's a 1 gallon crock. And there's one issue with it. So I'm going to show you, we have its lid and we have the crock, no damage. We're just missing the locking handle. So it would have that wire handle that when you set this down, would come over and lock it down. So I'm only starting this at 24. If it was complete and everything, I'd probably start it around 60. This is the 2-toned 1 gallon brown canning crock by Weir, and very collectible. You can see very crude color, and even the making. This is like an imperfection. It's not a break or anything. These crocks were made to take a hit and keep on going. This is late 1800s, early 1900s. No markings, but I was able to identify it from the brown markings. That is by Weir, Weir. And when you find those online, they do go way up there because they are older. But so you can see the actual crock lid is in great condition, no major chips or anything bad. So you put that on there, and if you can find the little locking handle, which would be for a specific diameter, which you can find those out there, but I didn't have time to do that. So if you can get that and get that on there, it instantly would take it up to an $80 piece, if not more.
Wow.
But I think it's great, the fact that it does have that age and its durability. You can use it as a planter easily and just keep the lid off and have that plant coming out, and would look really beautiful.
Put some dried flowers, some dried wheat, something in it. Definitely a great primitive look for your collection.
Yes.
If you are into primitives, it is a really cool piece.
Yeah, it really is. Only 10.5 inches tall too. So it's a nice size, but not so big that it's going to get difficult to find a place for it. It would definitely even fit on a shelf about 8-inch diameter if you wanted to set it up on a big shelf. So nice in the kitchen. I've seen these also used as utensil holders as well. This is a larger one, so I would say if you did that, you'd want to put some in the bottom to lift up the utensils a little bit. But it does make for a nice piece in your kitchen. And it doesn't seal like 100% airtight without the clip, but you could definitely also use it like as a cookie jar. It'll stay shut. So I just love the browns, the little 2-tone going on. And like I said, that little missing lock handle you can definitely replace.
Babe, what era was this again?
Late 1800s into the early 1900s.
Oh, dang. So it is that old. That's what I
Yes.
wondered.
Yeah. So like before, I mean, this is when people were doing their canning and all of their stuff at home. So the larger pieces you would have for some of the canned foods that you use a lot of, basically. So yeah, and I've seen these taken and used for so many different things. This one's solid. You could definitely use it for multiple things. So
For sure.
I'll put it to the side. Thank you guys.
Okay. I have a couple of darling little Pyrex bowls, and these are kind of hard to find, believe it or not. These little square ones are so cool, and they are so shiny. Like they don't even look the age that they are. So these are 407s, and they would have originally come with a Hostess series. They are 2 by 3.5 inches in diameter, and they are 7-ounce little bowls. So perfect for sauces or little pinch of this, little pinch of that while you're cooking. Just great shape, like immaculate, never used, shiny. So I am going to do a quick claim on these. Ooh, it's going to be a fast little quick claim. Sorry, I forgot to say that. It is going to be a quick claim. I am asking $15 each. Put in letter R for red. 15 each, letter R for red, especially in this condition. You just don't find them this immaculate. Robin, do you want 1 or 2? Tracy, same question with 1. Okay, Gail, same to you. All right, thank you, ladies, so much. Write that down.
Wow, that was lightning fast right there.
lightning fast. And I actually ended up with one more thing I forgot to write down and bring, but I'm going to bring it really quick.
Oh, okay.
So Robin, let me know. Tracy, let me know. Gail. Okay, Robin is going to take one. And Tracy, I'm assuming you would like the other. So I'm going to write you guys down.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Tracy said yes to one.
You got it. Got you, ladies. Thank you so much. Okay. The thing that I forgot to bring, that I wanted to bring, I'm also going to do as a quick claim. I had my little babies, my little German bisque dollies laying in here because I thought they looked so precious in there. I have had so many jewelry caskets over the last few weeks, and it's just worked out that way. Literally every one we have, thanks, Gail. Literally everyone we have gone to, I've found jewelry caskets and like good ones. So this one is a nice little hexagonal shape. God, I can't talk anymore. I'm sorry, it's octagonal actually. If we really look at it, it's 8-sided. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's 8-sided, but it's an octagonal rectangle with gold velvet on the inside. And those little dots are just like little pressure places where something has laid on the gold velvet. It is in lovely shape, no issues, still has the original gold texture bottom and everything. And it's this wonderful Ormalu bevel glass, dates to the 50s. And I'm quick claiming this for $25, letter C for casket. Quick claim, 25, letter C for casket, if anybody would like it. It is gorgeous. It displays brooches, jewelry, dolls, whatever you like. Robin, it is coming to you, sweetie. I have got it. Let me write this down.
Yeah, and going to these estate sales, I've realized how much of a necessity those jewelry caskets were. Everybody had them.
Yeah.
I guess it's just a way of getting it out of your jewelry drawer and having it close by. Easy to
gorgeous for display, whether you put your wedding rings in here or you put dolls or you put brooches, whatever it is, it's just so nice to display some really nice jewelry. Yeah. So congratulations. Thank you, ladies. And let's see here. I think that was it from me. We're going to go into our recap now. Babe, was that it from you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I thought that's where we were.
Yep.
Cool.
Do you want me to start the recap?
Yes, go ahead.
So, yeah, we've got a few items left from our sale. We're going to do a quick recap. We'll just tell you the item name and the dollar amount that we're asking. Just type that in the comments, and you can have a quick claim on that. If we have more than one person interested, we'll go ahead and quickly do a countdown. So, yeah, Robin has that fast internet. She's all. So, thank you, Holly. So, easy, just type in the name and price to claim. We'll just go right back to this piece that I was talking about just a minute ago. So this is a nice croc from the late 1800s, early 1900s. It is in great condition, just missing its original clamp locking handle here. But it's a brown canning croc for $24. Just put in croc 24 if you're interested. It's about 10.5 inches in height. The weight isn't going to be an issue because we do ship through pirate ship, so it makes it a lot more affordable. No, that lamb chop. She's like, oh, what do I want? She's trying to. So, and then next up, I have this really nice primitive piece as well. This is a Stehead Co. weaving loom shuttle. It's made in England, and we've got its little stamp on the side here. Made in England, has the coils, all of the felt still. It's workable, usable piece, but it's just great for display. 17 inches long, just asking $20. Just put in $20 shuttle. Great for your primitives. And then let's see. I got Lisa for the pair, but we have these two guys left. So these will be $12 each if you want one of them or two of them. So just put in $12 brass fruit, and then we'll decide which fruit you want. Thank you, Tracy. I got you for that shuttle. Very cool get.
Thank you, Tracy.
And then I have this set for $20. So I had this set of yellow OTO Japan enamelware with the black rim and then the white on the inside. Nice little set for $20. Just put $20 yellow. And I will know what you're talking about. And Let's see. Did we get someone on the table? Did someone buy the table, the plant stand? No.
I think
Okay.
so. I don't think so.
So that was the other thing I had. So this plant stand from the 30s, handcrafted, nice solid pine, measures 17 inches tall with the 2 shelves. This is $32. $32. Just put in plant stand 32. Will ship, very affordable. Not an issue at all. Okay. No, Gail, I had way too many items. And what I did was I was just showing off the trinket thing. Those pocket knives are coming Wednesday.
Wednesday night.
Wednesday.
Although I'm a little scared to have a KNIFE.
Well,
That happened with the G.
GUs.
The GU thing. So yeah. Whoa, I don't know. Can we bring pocket knives? I'm scared YouTube will get ignorant on us, but we'll try. We'll try.
Yes.
Was that all your recap, Sugar?
That was my recap. Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Thank
so
you.
I had 2 Stylebuilt perfume bottles, $28 each. This one is cobalt blue with some tulips and hearts and roses and florals. This one is a frosted glass with roses, a pretty little brick base, and what looks like a Marilyn Monroe little blowing skirt girl. So 20, and that's a good idea. That's a good idea, Brie. Maybe so. Yeah. 28, type in blue cobalt perfume bottle or type in Maryland perfume bottle. 28 little Stylebuilt cuties for your Hollywood Regency vanity. And then I had the same Hollywood Regency style little Westland Japan music box. Really, really pretty. Little butterfly moves. I was asking $85 for it, so I don't have to put it on eBay. If somebody wants it for $75, I will do it for $75. Thank you, Brad. I've had this for years. I love it too. I love turquoise. So $75. You can put in music box, and I will do it for the $75. It is lovely. This one turns it. This one actually turns the little music off and stops it right there. I know, it is so good. So $75 if anybody wants it. And then my German bisque babies were $36 each. They go for like $75 to $100 each. So $36 each German bisque babies. You can take tall or short. I had farm animals, linen like 1940s Samuel Lowe book, really sweet, $12. It is all vintage farm animals and it is on that awesome linen like paper. So put in $12 farm animals. Then I had this beautiful needlepoint handmade pillow for $18. It is handmade by Patricia and has her little tag on it. It has like a blue velvet, really pretty kind of background. And this would be $18 pillow. And then I had these Northwood antique, gorgeous little pink, what's called an inverted fan pattern. And these are early 1900s Northwood. And I was asking $30 for the pair, but I will do the pair for $28 if you would prefer. $28. Let's see here. Farm animals, $12. I've got Trina. Thank you, love. Let me write that down real quick.
While she writes that down, Gail, if you can just email us at Ttbsarahc, yada, yada, yada. And I can work with you on those pocket things, that cut things, because we may not bring those to a sale just because we don't want to get knocked off.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at something, yeah, email me.
Okay, there it is. Gosh, I couldn't find the farm animals book. Trina, I got you, girly. Thank you, love. Okay. Trina is going for farm animals and showed the Northwood, showed the babies, showed the music box. I had one linen towel left with the sticker at $12 if anybody would like it. New old stock, vintage 60s all linen towel, $12. I think that was it. Yep, that's everything for me.
Oh, Tracy said that she's also interested. Okay.
Cool.
Well, I'll email both of you some pictures of those.
Perfect. Yes, we can do a private sale on that,
We'll
girls.
just do it that way because we don't want to take a chance on getting knocked off.
I would rather do a private sale with you guys than bring them to a sale, just in case I don't want to get flagged or whatever. So yeah, that's great, ladies. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is everything. Fantastic, guys. Thank you so much for such a fun night with David and I in the sale. Mod Squad, you guys are wonderful. Lisa, thanks for all those bid-ins, sister. And the rest of my mods, thank you for helping and getting us to 100 thumbs up and taking care of the chat. You guys are wonderful. It takes a little village, and I'm so glad that you're in mine. So thank you. Let's see here. Chat, thank you for getting us to 100 thumbs up. You guys rock.
Yes.
And thank you for the positive energy. This is such a hard job sometimes, and I'm sure you guys can attest to that. It's so fun. I love what I do. It is the best. I love finding cool stuff, but sometimes it's just tough on this end. So thank you guys for being so lovely to us and always being kind to us and supporting us wherever we go. It's so great. Thank you, Sarah Lee. You were so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. So remember, Wednesday night, I have an announcement. I'm so excited. My friend Tiffany, who is a local friend of ours, she's actually a neighbor too. She lives like 5 minutes from me. She is going to come and hang out on Wednesday night and do her very first live sale. And she has worked up to this. We've been talking about this for like over a year. And it is a big deal for her. It's a big deal for me to get to help her host her first live sale. And she has an Instagram account. It's Let's Get Thrifted. If you are familiar with her, she is a darling friend of mine. She does a lot of cool stuff with glass. And she also picks just some really unique, fantastic finds. I love her to pieces. So she's like one of my adopted kiddos. So she will be here on Wednesday night with us on my channel. I'm super excited. Yes, and Bree, we've got to get, actually, I need to go see some friends of mine in Denver. Both of them have vintage for me and vintage to go through, and we have just been so busy we haven't made it up there because all of the sales down here. Right. Plus, David's foot and arm kind of threw a wrench in some stuff too this week. Like,
but I'm doing better. I'm doing better.
Yes, he is doing better. Thank goodness. So we'll probably be going to Denver this week to check out more dollies with Bree and get some great stuff from my friend Caitlin. So definitely looking forward to that. And enjoy Wednesday night with Tiff. Please come out to support her. And us in the process. It will mean a lot to us and to her for her.
We want it to be a really good sale for her just because, she's built up for this. And
she's a sweetheart. She's been curating for this for months. And she's just the best. We love her to pieces. So show some love Wednesday night. If you can come out, that would be much appreciated. And we're going to have some fun.
Yeah.
So thank you guys again for all the love tonight. And remember, we will be invoicing for your purchases tomorrow. Something that David and I have been batting around is, I know the economy is hard, and I know sometimes it takes a few days to pay your invoice. If you could please pay within 48 hours, that would be so helpful to David and I, keeping track of things, making sure everything gets shipped out in a timely manner. And, just because this is our bill money too. So if you can please pay your invoice in 48 hours, much appreciated. We are talking about having to maybe put in some late fees on invoices that go past 48 hours. So if you could please pay your invoice in a timely manner, we really don't want to input late fees, guys. That's the last thing I want to do is keep track of all that. But at the same time, I need you to pay your invoices on time.
And really, the best thing to do is, if you're not going to be able to do within those 48 hours, just give us an email.
Yes.
In contact with us.
Communicate. I am big on communication. I will work with anything. Just please talk to me and let me know what's up. Okay. So thank you guys. I hate to even have to make announcements or whatever like that, but I appreciate your vigilance and thank you guys again. We are a small business and we are so grateful for all of you that support us. So thank you guys. All right. Okay. Until next time, peace, love, and vintage. We'll see you Wednesday night with Tiffany, and invoices will be out tomorrow. Have a great week, you guys. And thank you again for all the love that you show David and I on a weekly basis.
So appreciate it.
Good night. Thank you, guys.